I mean, you subscribe to OnlyFans, so I don't know what.
Yeah, because Rachel has a fat ass. Continue.
That's getting clipped.
No one clipped that. No one clipped that. You have 12 black people in Latvia. If you're an orphan, you're starving. If stuff was done to you, okay, but any for all, everybody out there. I don't approve of Abdullahi said that people should be hanged. I think that's a bit too far. But Obama black that killing on Papa.
Drop another brick. That's a brick. That's a brick.
One second. So it's an again, which the actual draw happened, and so it's actually United versus Coventry. It's Chelsea versus Man City.
Why did you do that to Mardias?
We're here, we're live. So guys, special little Sunday show. So remember, as this season, during off season, Saturday hangouts, regular news, fancy news, Sunday, we're trying to do like special segments and special debates. So for the debates, number 10. So we're going to talk about Yamal being named as the new Barca number 10. Shout out to your boy Ansu Fati. I think he got played out, but it is what it is. Shout out to your boy Ansu Fati. Look, bro, I'm just saying, hey, give him a chance at least. Give him a chance. So I think it was a raw deal by Ansu Fati.
You know, Ansu Fati's legacy as a number 10 is greater than Hazard at Chelsea. For being honest.
You know it's not. So you know it's not. You know it's so. That's one side. You know it's not.
Uncomfortable combo.
It is not. But look, bro. I'm just saying. If
Can we have a poll? Can we have a poll?
No. If Sufati balls at Monaco, what are we saying? Spin around the block.
Pogba's gonna help him ball, man. Pogba's gonna help him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So guys, so what is just Yamal being listed number 10? What does it mean? So much pressure. Could he be one of the greatest number 10? Just what could it mean for him in that Barca number 10 jersey, and where could he place him? And that will segue beautifully into our Sunday footballing debates, which is who are the great number 10s?
I want to preface on that.
Streets, can you ignore the guy who has the mic right now from Toronto, Canada?
Yeah, I want to just know ahead of time. I just want to let you know ahead of time, HH is going to absolutely botch the list as he has done every single time.
No, so hold on, HH. Is this position?
Oh, I actually did research for this list, so please don't try and botch it.
No. So one is, you can do a combo, and also that can be part of the debate.
For me, HH, Messi, Ronaldinho, Neymar, these players are not on my list. They're not number 10s.
That's fair. I like that. You know what? I like that. So whatever your list is, give a reason why as to why this guy's doing this and this guy's clear. So I like the bro. I should say this is a nice debate. And guys, I want real takes. All this stuff about Messi's the goat. But no. And also, by the way, Pele is not included because it's as a cheat code. Pele is a cheat code. So we're taking Pele off the list since that's a cheat code. Is it joke about it? Ricardo, it's a cheat code because he's the goat. So let's take him off the list. He is. But I'm real close. So. Remember, guys, like the video, subscribe if you're new. If there's anything you wish to add to the show, please feel free to send it at Dubinsky. Shanty Boy 87, thank you for a membership thingy, man. Don't jinx him out, please. I've not called him a nickname at all. I'm yet to call him a nickname. His name is still Lamine Yamal, first of his name, so I'm not yet to call him a nickname. So, let's just do some glazing first. Let's do some glazing. Let me come first to your boy Hokage with this. Hokage, do you think when all is said and done, Yamal, what do you think Yamal will do for that number 10 jersey? Do you think that after all is said and done, this guy could be one of the great number 10s? Or is this all downhill from here? And we're going to see the disaster class after disaster class because of the number 10 jersey. That it will be too heavy for him. It will be too heavy for him to wear this bad boy.
I mean, I think you'll surpass Dino. He's never surpassing
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stop there. Okay, so we're already off to a crazy start. Okay, surpass Dino in terms of what? Because
in terms of
okay, let's start right now. Okay, I know this is leading into the next topic. You know I'm a big Yamal guy.
Hey yo.
Shut up. Hokage, do you think Yamal will impact football the way that Dino impacted for football?
See, the issue with this is that you will never agree with this take because you're older. But I see the streets. Yamal has the streets. Yamal has the streets like Dino had the streets back then. And the thing is, the thing is, Dino had two. Yamal is gonna surpass everything Dino did at Barcelona for sure. For sure, it's not even a question in my mind.
Hokage, do you know? Again, Hokage, like, please go onto YouTube because YouTube is a crazy thing. No. My thing is no. Hokage, see, this is supposed to be a glaze session here. We're supposed to be glazing him out here, but fine.
He's legal now. He's legal.
What is actually wrong with you?
No, Ricardo, shut up. No, but Hokage, my thing though is the kind of stuff that Dino did was insane. Hence, Hokage, I said that it's unfair to actually compare Yamal to either Messi or Dino because Messi and Dino were just very unique in what they did, and I don't think Yamal can emulate what Dino did or emulate what Messi did.
You know this.
But Hokage, sorry, because I'm talking too much. But Yamal, sorry, Hokage, I'm like consistency wise, trophies wise, goals wise, efficiency wise. Oh, he could beat Dino 100%. But sorry, continue.
I mean, I don't know about that, bro, because the thing is, the way you speak about Dino is heavy nostalgia tax because you were younger then. He captured your imagination.
But young is very different.
You're old now. Maybe,
what do you mean by that?
Life
Okay,
is
ignore
hard,
them.
Life is hard, but Yamal right now, the kids that are, 6 years old to 18 years old right now, this is their Dino. Like, this is their Dino. This is. Like this is their Dino. Kids that are 6 to...
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true.
Bro, this is their Dino.
HH is so out of touch with reality.
No. See, I hate how you guys now start being idiots towards me. Hokage, this is not trying to be like, old head. Hokage, what Dino was in a whole different freaking level, bro.
So sorry to...
This is my point.
Wait, hold on. Hokage, come back to Ricardo. Hokage.
This is my point. The 11-year-olds now, when they're your ripe old age of 41, will say the exact same things you said. Yamal was different. You didn't see what Yamal did. He was, and then on top of that, okay, I'll tell you this. Will Yamal do the technique and the rainbow flicks? I don't know. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if Yamal starts whipping those out. As he gains more and more confidence. I am not going to be...
Okay. Again, so do you think that Yamal, during a game, will have the ball on his chest and start walking with the ball while the ball is like on his chest, surrounded by three freaking defenders? Do you think he took at least three steps? He took 3 steps. He looked 3 steps. Sorry, continue.
The way you were describing it, you're acting as if the guy made like half of the pitch just walking with the ball on his chest. Like, man, 3 steps. Like, can we chill?
No. During a match, this cycle with the ball on his chest with 3 defenders was doing this, walking while the ball was attached to his chest like a freaking magnet. But hold on, Hokage. Let's just stop it.
I don't trust HH, but other people on the panel. Is this true?
Yes, it's true.
No, he did do crazy skills. Like I remember.
No. Okay. So you feel that when all is said and done, Yamal will be one of the greatest number 10s in Barca's history. But the way you're saying is that you think that at the end of the day he'll be like second only to Messi when all is said and done.
He'll be second to Messi because I don't think his talent is near Messi's. So, and also I don't think. Listen, with Yamal. It's like when you compare him to Dino and Messi. It's this Dino, sure. I'll admit, Dino for sure has the more crazy skills in his locker. Like, that's peak Brazilian football, Jogo Bonito. That was the last breed of Jogo Bonito. The peak of it, actually. And then with Messi, you get one of the supreme talents and you get the greatest output forward of all time. Of all time. Yamal is going to give you a high level of skill. Maybe he won't give you juggling half the field. He won't balance the ball in his head, but he's definitely, through the course of his Barca career right now, because he's 17, 18, he's already the most important player to this team. He's definitely going to far surpass Dino's legacy at Barcelona, and he will never score 91 goals in a year, so he will never, ever be in that conversation of Messi level. So I think he's going to be second at the end of his career only to Messi, and that's just skill-based issue right there for Yamal. Listen, I don't think you realize Yamal has the streets right now. I don't think you realize this.
HH, kids are wearing wrist tape and playing music in the
No, but then there's a social media tax on this. If Dino came,
Bro, even when you didn't have
but it's just you can't be doing ifs and buts.
No. Kenny, imagine if Dino was during the freaking TikTok era. He would take over freaking TikTok.
It's just I agree, but you know, someone just said the Chelsea goal. Yeah? You know that if he scored that goal these days, guys will say it was just some toe poke from outside the box. You know that.
Okay, Kenny,
that's what. No, it's not. It's you know that. No, it's that's true. It's that's what people would say.
That's yellow card worthy, but he's not wrong.
What are the 11 minutes saying that you're coming to
This is like
you already beginning to piss me off right now. Okay, wait, hold on.
Can I go this?
No. Okay, quickly, one minute, and then Ricardo, 1 minute.
This first of all, like, don't be salty because Yamal's on course to be one of the best footballers we've ever seen. And second of all, that's actually a lie because when Dino was playing football for Barcelona, one of the first football videos to ever land was that edited double crossbar video, and you know that.
And Money Miss drink.
We're propping fake comps, man. We're propping
Money Miss in 05 and 06. YouTube was still owned by those 3 or 4 white dudes.
To hit 1 million views.
TikTok. YouTube was hardly a freaking thing in 05, 06. TikTok didn't exist. And Twitter was hardly a thing.
Half of them are Asian, by the way.
HH, the biggest video.
True. Yes, it's true. One of them, I think 2 of them were like Asian. Yes, it's true.
The biggest videos on football were that video and the video of Cristiano doing those kick-ups with Jeremy. Like, those are the biggest videos of football history. Like, so he did have like social media, but he had social media for that time.
Okay. What's Ricardo, talk to me. Glaze.
All right. Lamine's expectations out of 10. And look, I think Hokage said a lot of great stuff. I'm sorry, HH, but it's not about you're gonna win. I, for one, work in the education field, so I have to deal with little rats all day.
Do you know? I do know how much I hate. Oh, I work with kids, so I know. I mean, okay, sorry, continue.
No, but it's true.
I'll mute.
Because some of these kids have pound for pound kids have the worst football takes, but I have to hear it constantly. I'm sorry, they're not talking about Dino. They're not talking about R9. They're not talking about Pele, Maradona. They don't even know what the hell that is, bro. They think they're hieroglyphs on the Egyptian walls. Like, that's what they think they are. They're bored. Like, we are one kindergarten graduation class away from forgetting Messi and Ronaldo. Like, that's literally how far we are from Messi and Ronaldo being called frauds because they played in the pre-VAR era. So, it's just how the way it goes. Lamine... Yeah, man, the kids love Lamine, man. I can't even lie. There's a couple of them that are popular. Obviously, Lamine's one of them. Mbappe and Haaland are the other two. Vinny's actually very popular too.
Colby's popular. Colby's popular. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's up there. He's probably top 10 because of his celebration. Yo, honestly, having a celebration actually helps a lot. Like, it actually helps a lot because.
But then whose celebration is that? Is that his or Trey thingies?
No, that celebration from Ronaldo is actually it's giving him what's it called? Giving him goat shout somehow. Like, that's how his legacy's gonna last. But it is what it is. He's like, remember for celebrations more than actual football. But anyways, expectations. If I'm being honest, when you look at his level of play already. Like, you could say he's the best 17-year-old that's played since Pele. I mean, that's not even I mean, there's guys like Wayne Rooney who are also exceptional as well.
That was good, but Rooney wasn't doing what this guy was doing. No.
I'm sure, but I also think Lamine's had more favorable circumstances to show his talent. But look, when I think of Barcelona number 10s, I mean, obviously Messi and Dino are there. Maradona was very short-lived, so I wouldn't even count.
No, that doesn't count. Wait. Was Romario a 10? Did he wear 10?
Yeah. No, Romario, no, he didn't wear 10.
No, he didn't wear
I think he wore
No,
11.
He wore 11. He wore
Was it
11.
Stoichkov who wore 10?
Yes.
No, so this was wear 10?
No, Stoichkov. No, it wasn't Stoichkov.
I mean, basically, there's actually... Wait, hold on. I'll bring up the image. Sorry, continue.
So, I mean, there's Riquelme as well, which I think is not... I mean, like, I'm not saying the bar is high, because it really isn't, in terms of being, like, a top 5. I mean, like, top... It's really just top 2 at Barcelona, and it's Messi and Dino. Like, that's really where the bar...
I'd put Michael Laudrup with
number
as
10?
well.
Don't
I'm saying from like third to second, like the bar is really big.
Okay. So Ansu Fati, hey, Messi, Dino, Riquelme, Rivaldo, Giovanni. Again, you guys are too young to know. Romario. Guardiola, what 10? What? Lineker. I thought Lineker wore 9. That's weird. Maradona, Kubala, who I don't know.
Yeah, some of these guys wore 10 for like.
Okay, so that's not the cannibal. That's the other Suarez.
Yeah, that's Luis.
Yeah, that's another.
His name is actually Luis Suarez too.
No, he won a Ballon d'Or, right? The other Luis Suarez. He actually won a Ballon d'Or.
1960. Okay, so I mean the ones who consistently wore 10 here though, it's like obviously Messi, Dino, Maradona wore it for the 2 years he was there. Riquelme for the short stint, Rivaldo as well. The other guys didn't wear it all the time, other than like Suarez and Kubala. But honestly, what he's done so far is great. Now, granted, he hasn't done it as a 10, but what he can do, assuming he doesn't fall off the rails and gets like STD in the process, he probably will.
The way he's
Why do you say that? Why do you need to say that? Why do you say that?
Where's my whistle, man?
Yeah, H ain't get paid tonight, man.
Yeah, look, he's gonna pass Ronaldinho. Let's be honest, he's gonna pass Ronaldinho.
No. He'll pass Dino for achievements, but will he pass him for Lala and Tesh? That's the thing.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Like, I'm sorry.
It does for the Tesh. So.
No, it really doesn't.
Because in terms of actually 100%, like, but in terms of Lala, the streets, and that's Salini.
Lala.
Bro,
The
okay,
streets.
all right, man. All right.
When you hear me, I need to ask a question. When you say the streets, that's just for the sake of that conversation, the streets. Are you talking about people who are from like low socioeconomic status who like fantasize
You see
about being someone?
you see this crap. You see this crap.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
No.
When can I respond?
No. Hold on, 'cause I'm not done. When you because. Really, the streets just means your influence amongst football fans. Like, that's generally, unless you're like excluding like 90% of football fans. But you can't say the streets as if like Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar didn't have the streets either. Like, matter of fact, they have bigger fan bases.
No.
This guy's talking about people who live on welfare. This guy's talking about people who like. I know what these people do. This is like inherent racism.
No.
The streets are actually a certain generation of people of a certain.
He's talking about the mandem. He's talking about the mandem.
No. When I say the streets,
that might be racist.
But what's all Kenny? Cage football.
Yeah.
Guys in England, cage football. Summer cage football. And anything like that, it's AstroTurf, cage football, futsal, and that's kind of elements of football that's like, okay, let's just ball out. So, and I think that Dino was the godfather.
Okay,
because,
sure.
Okay, see, guys, I'm saving my Dino text till the debate. All I'm saying though is that Yamal, 100%. He just knows how the streets with
Basically, say
okay, hold on.
If you play FIFA Street, that's what it means, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
The quote unquote the streets is it's a fucking stupid term. It just means football fans. That's all it means. Now, the gap between Ronaldinho and Messi, bro, it's fucking astronomical. That's where I
wait. Sorry, the gap between who and who?
Ronaldinho and Messi is astronomical. Like, let's not try.
According to you, bro. No, look,
bro. Like, what are we doing?
No. When we get to the debate, see, hold on. This is the glaze session because
you're not even letting me finish, bro.
But I say that we have to stick to like topic. Let's just focus on glaze in Yamal. But continue.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You're asking me what's his expectations. Unfortunately, because of his level of talent, his expectation is going to be somewhere between Messi and Ronaldinho. So look, Ronaldinho's my favorite player ever. He's the that's my superhero. Like,
doesn't sound like it, but continue.
No. Like, okay, Messi, like to me, he's the best, but Ronaldinho is like that's the guy for me, right? But I'm also not gonna tell you, oh, he's the greatest thing ever. Like, no, like he's special. Like when you ask me, like, let's rank top 10 players of all time, sure, right? For some reason, I know Ronaldinho, and I honestly feel like he's somewhat underaccomplished. But then again, I understand, like, he's just a kid from the streets of Brazil who just wanted to make it out and live a good life. I don't think he really cared about football in the manner like Messi and Ronaldo did. Like, he's just, let me get out of poverty with this. But there's something about him, is because the way he played the game, it didn't even feel like football sometimes. It just felt like another sport. So, like, for me, Ronaldinho, like, when you have conversations alongside the R9s, Zidanes, the guys of his era, it doesn't, like, I'll honestly tell you, I think he falls short in those debates. But based on the time where he played, he was incredible. And it's just, like, it's just kind of, it's weird. But Lamine Yamal, let's be honest, if he goes on the same trajectory for the next 5 years, to say, right, maybe he gets a little bit better. And if they win a Champions League in the process, like, bro, 17-year-old, at worst, he's probably finishing second place in the Ballon d'Or. Bro, in 5 years' time, I'm sorry, he should surpass Ronaldinho. And I love Ronaldinho. Like,
okay. When you say surpass, in terms of what?
I just think his performances, his numbers, his impact towards the club.
Numbers.
I mean, Ronaldinho won 2 La Ligas and 1 Champions League. And let's be honest, bro, like, his Champions League run... if you remove the fact that they actually won the Champions League in 2006, this Champions League run alone from Lamine Yamal was incredible. It was incredible. Was it better than Rafinha? No, I think Rafinha was better. But, like, let's not get it twisted. Ronaldinho, he played great leading up to the final and didn't really do jack shit.
But what I'm saying though is that there is no dispute that in terms of numbers, stats, trophies, extra consistency thingy, I'm looking for those iconic, unique things on the football pitch.
Okay,
Hold on.
Yamal hasn't. Basically, put it this way: is Yamal going to have a game where Real Madrid fans are going to stand up and be like, "Yo, what up?"
No, because he's black. That's why. Like, Ronaldinho was so special. Black. No, but he was so special that he can look past. Nah, let's be honest. We're talking about Spain. We're talking about Spain here. We're talking about Spain.
That's stupid.
What are you talking about?
You want me to talk? Okay, hold on.
You see, now you're taking away from Dino's greatness. No, because he wasn't black. So if Dino was black, they wanted to do that. What are you talking about?
Shut up. Didn't Lamine Yamal just get called if you know Spanish, he was called pretty much what
yeah.
in the Bernabeu. So you expect Spanish people to give a standing ovation to a black man. Now with the Ronaldinho thing is different because he's not like he was different. This is why I'm saying that he's different. But when you start putting
was a different shade of black. What was
no. I mean, like the way he played. The way he played.
Could this be the first Ballon d'Or winner to win the Brick d'Or?
You know, I saw the clip. This is the thing. You guys understand what I'm saying? You guys are just playing stupid.
Ricardo, can I add something?
Getting backed up.
Hokage.
I want to add to this. I don't think, because when Dino got that standing ovation, bro, I think El Clasico after the Pep Mourinho era, since then, it's
hatred.
After that, no one's ever gonna applaud anyone.
Thank you. It's different.
Bro, it's different now. Like, after
wait, hold on, Hokage. You know who the only person that got a standing ovation after that, the whole Mourinho Pep thing? It was Iniesta. That's the only guy. And it took a World Cup winning goal and a white man to get it.
He was white.
Yeah, exactly. You think they're gonna give a standing ovation to fucking Lamine Yamal? Bro.
New age fans
Can I get my
that
piece?
stuff. Like,
Can I
the last place.
Hold on.
If
you're talking about like moments, he's gonna have moments. We'll see. They're yet to come, but he'll have moments. Honestly, statistically, bro, I'm gonna be dead ass. Like, there's a certain point where your statistics just outweigh everything, and this is why when I said the gap between Messi and Ronaldinho is so substantial.
I know, numbers, stats. Wait, maths. I know.
Well,
I know.
no,
Einstein.
he has.
I know.
Moments.
I'm
more
agreeing with you. Einstein. I know.
He's statistically
Einstein.
better. There's literally.
I know Pythagoras. I know.
Oh, also Messi has more impact for Barcelona than Ronaldinho did for the youth did. So I mean, I don't know how you're gonna argue.
Does Messi have an elastico? How many step overs has he done? Does he have an overhead kick?
Well, he scored. He has scored. He's a scored in Champions League.
Did you see Yamal? Bro, okay, wait. Yamal already has, bro, the goal against Inter, where he just turns and the supposed best defensive team in the world got pim smacked.
Hokage, amazing. But Hokage, the things that Dino did, I've never seen a player do since or before. That's just a fact. I've not seen a player do what Dino did in the football pitch since or before. Never.
To be honest, when you think about
Hokage, you're lying. Neymar did do what he did. Don't lie.
He did better.
Wait, AJ, can I speak
No,
on?
Dino had more skill.
Bro, what are you talking about?
had more skill.
Dino had way more skill than that.
Wait,
I mean, he did play against vastly inferior defenders, so I mean.
Oh, shut up. AK, talk to me. AK.
Yeah, can I speak
man.
This channel is.
Wait, bro. Are we talking about Lamine Yamal? Are we talking about Dino and all these?
Okay, let's get back on track. This is a glazed session for the guy who betrayed your own country, Morocco, to go to Spain. So, with that number 10 jersey, actually, no, I'm going to give you two questions. First of all, what do you think he'll do for the number 10 jersey? And do you think he could be the most iconic number 10 for Barca or forever? And do you still view him as a Judas for not playing for Morocco?
Yeah.
People forgetting one thing as well.
Oh, which is what, Sam?
Sorry, okay, I was going to quickly say this. At the time, there was this game that came out called Fever Street.
It was the front cover.
Fever Street.
That's why I said Fever Street.
Embodied what Dino was about.
Right, they made that game because of him.
And
also, Neymar, Messi thingy, has a video game been made because of what you did? No. Sorry, AK, continue.
FIFA was at the prime when Messi was the cover.
Just shut up right now. AK, go for AK.
Actually, that's your black point. You can mute him. Like, what the? Why are you complaining?
I know, I always forget, but yeah. And I also he can unmute himself. Sorry, continue. AK.
Yeah. So I mean, in terms of his legacy, the first question that you asked,
Yes.
I think I agree with Hokage and Ricardo. I think this is no disrespect to Dino. Amazing player, incredible skills. I think, bro, like if Yamal achieves what we think he's gonna achieve, I think his potential is just like, bro, he might just finish ahead of Dino. Like, I'll be real.
Because
I'm just saying,
blow him out of the water.
Bro, come on, bro.
Ricardo, that's so disrespectful. I mean, the disrespect here is, I can't wait to post this onto the thing because the Dino disrespect is crazy, but continue.
I think the thing is, like, bro, like, this guy won a Euros at 16. He's a league and he's a domestic treble winner at 17. Bro, and his skills, his ability on the ball. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he does finish above Dino, and there's no slight on Dino. I just think Yamal is that talented. Messi is a bit hard because Messi also played with quite possibly the greatest team we've ever seen play football. I think that's part of it. Is this Barcelona team as good as that? They're very good, but is this as good as that? I don't know. I think the fact that Messi was the best player in what people say the best team to ever play football, I think that was a big thing on his legacy. So I don't think he'll eclipse Messi. I think he'll eclipse Ronaldinho. In terms of the second question, man, it is what it is. Where we have guys in 2030. Apparently my guy Abdullah Wazan, he failed a medical for Real Madrid, so we might be cooked. So
but you guys are clicking on some bad boys there for the youth.
Wait, that Moroccan kid from Ajax failed his medical?
Yeah, man, he failed his medical. He can't join Madrid.
Oh, no. Yo, they gassed this guy to be. Did you guys just turn into a motorcycle?
Wait, can I?
Wait, where was our mic coming from?
You have a human motorcycle in there.
All right, continue.
Yeah, so I think like here's the thing with Dino, man. I mean, here's the thing. I have a
Heskey, you have 5 seconds, man. Heskey, you have 5 seconds to change that crap right now. Heskey, you have 4 seconds to change that crap right now. You have 4 seconds. You have 4 seconds. You have 3 seconds. You have 3 seconds. AK, continue.
I want to finish.
AK, continue.
Yeah, here's the thing with Dino.
Yeah, don't make me go and bring Gallas in here, man.
I'll bring Tammy Abraham.
Okay, you know what? Okay, AK, continue. AK, continue.
I think the thing with Dino is I think football fans today, they focus a lot on your longevity and what you did over a very long period of time. I think like Messi and Ronaldo changed football in that way where if you only played well, even if you played like really, really well for 3 to 4 years, they want to see that for 10 years. And I think in terms of that thing, I think as like the years go by, I think Dino won't be rated as highly, which is a shame because only the people who watched him then will know how good he was for those 2 years. I mean, just a story.
AK. Do you know what YouTube is?
Yeah, but why will
No, wait, I'm talking to you, AK. Shush. AK, you know what YouTube is?
Yes.
You go to YouTube, you type in Ronaldinho. Show that to an antelope. Show that to a freaking seal. They'll be like, I've never seen anything like that before. So that's what I think I was going to
type Neymar on YouTube and show it to the same animals, and they'll also say the same thing.
That's a lie. That's a lie. A seal is not going to rate a Neymar clump the same as a Ronaldinho clump. He's not. No one is. I mean, guys, what do we do? No, I'm just saying, like, it should anyone like that. Guys, what do we do? Guys, you're comparing Neymar to what?
Wait,
No, it's not. Sorry.
Dino's got more skill.
Way more skill. Sorry. AK.
I think. So where was I at, bro? I think I actually have a 6-year-old niece, man, and she wants to get into the sport. I showed her a video of Riquelme, and she's like, "Bro, this looks like 1950s, bro. Like, it's so slow." Bro, he's like, "This is not fast at all. I could do this."
So she's intentionally slow. He slowed it down on purpose.
That was the brilliance of your continue.
He played it on 0.75.
Yeah, I mean that's what people think of right now, and she's 6 years old, so she might, when she grows older, she will start to appreciate that type of play a bit more. In terms of the second thing I want to say on Ronaldinho, HH, you know how racist Argentinian people are?
Yes.
HH, Argentinian people glaze Dino like crazy. So that should tell you how good Dino is.
Well, according to Ricardo, Dino isn't black, so...
No, but bro, have you ever Argentinian people?
All right, you know what?
And black.
Just to correct myself, what I'm saying, what I really meant to say is that Dino he is black, right? But let's be honest, Yamal isn't Brazilian black.
There's a
difference. There's a difference. Am I lying?
Okay, put it this way. Pele black and Ronaldo Nazario black isn't the same. True.
But no, you're missing the point. Do you think Europeans are gonna treat a Brazilian black versus an African black the same?
Ricardo, it's not just that. If you know what Spanish people think of Moroccan people, it's not surprising that Lamine Yamal doesn't get,
They'll get grazed. Ronaldinho gets like, oh, he's Brazilian. He's cool. This, that, Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro. Like, bro, what are they gonna say about Lamine Yamal, bro?
Bro, do you know what they say about Lamine Yamal? And I don't care, bro. This is what I've heard people saying this. And no offense to all the Spanish people, I've heard people. They're gonna call him an illegal immigrant, bro. That's what they call Moroccans. So. What are you saying? Oh, Ronaldinho, he's black. He's Brazilian black. Yamal's Moroccan. Of course, they're not gonna say
Y'all acting like what I'm saying is crazy. What I'm saying is not
honestly,
crazy.
all these
No, you
different shades
explained it
of
bad
black,
at the
50
start.
shades
You
of black. That
No,
guy,
it's not.
I didn't know
It's not the
that.
shade.
Kenny,
It's not,
Kenny,
bro. It's not the
Kenny,
shade. It's not the shade.
Kenny,
It's
black is
where
black,
it's from.
last
It's
time.
where it's from. I'm saying.
It's really not. But you should have said North African, I think, because
Yeah. You
Yeah,
explained
No,
it
but
really
he's
bad
also
at the start.
Equatorial Guinean
Okay,
too.
okay, wait, hold on. So let's we'll score. Barry and the Money Miss, and then Casey. So we'll go around. Money Miss. Sorry, Barry.
Yeah, this panel has gone to shit. But yeah, a part of me actually want him to keep the number 19 just because he's been doing so many great stuff like in such a short amount of time with the 19. So it would have been cool if he made the number iconic and then other players in the future would.
Okay, that's really interesting. So, do you think that it's maybe too soon to give him the number 10 and just keep him with the number 19 until let's say, and then just leave the number 10 vacant until let's say he's 21 or 22?
No, not even that. Like, cause I'm all for like making your own history with a number. Cause like when I see people like in different sports, like wearing the same number as a legendary player, I'm like, yeah, it's a bit like, cause like, bro, you're great. So like, if you had another number, you could make it famous, and then other players can inspire. But you know, like that's just
but Barry, like, no, I 100% I get what you're saying. Like making your number unique, but when you're like, there's something about that number 10 in football.
I get it. Yeah,
you know, so like you have, and it comes with the pressure. But if you know you're that guy, there's something about I wear that number 10 jersey. There's just something about it. So
no, it's just the selfish side of me. But obviously, like I understand why he's wearing the number 10 now. Like he is the guy. So I'm all for it. And as expectations, well, obviously we have to pray that Laporta and Deco can build a good team around him for Barcelona to be competitive. But as for him, he just needs to improve, continue to improve. Obviously, the second season, the one that just passed, was better than the first one. So he just needs to keep improving on his game. Like his play is already phenomenal. The chance creation, the dribbling, the passing. All he needs is to be just a consistent goal scorer at some point in his career, like mid-20s, maybe even early 20s, and then boom, we have a complete attacker. So yeah, he just needs to improve on this finishing, goal scoring, and then we have the complete package when it comes to an attacking player. And as ranking for like the number 10s,
no, we'll get it. We're just doing him out.
No, I'm not doing like all time. I'm saying. Yeah. I think he will eclipse Dino when it comes to accomplishment. I think Dino has a separate place in football when it comes to like. I think he's the greatest entertainer that the game has ever had. But Yamal, he's amazing, and he has the streets. When you look at, like, the guy's extremely popular. I think you understand. I think you underestimate like how popular this guy is. Like the amount of people wearing his jersey in the streets, the kids and all that. Like he's insanely popular. So I think, he will eclipse Dino when it comes to achievements for the club. But I think Dino has a separate place when it comes to like being such an entertainer.
Barry, let me ask you a question. How popular is Yamal?
So for example, like it might sound like a dumb example, right? But you could see like a random ass song on TikTok, and then if you see like Yamal using it on a TikTok whatsoever, it changes the artist's lives. Like they had that one song, Ike Fue. Like none of us ever heard that, but as soon as we heard it on a TikTok whatsoever, that shit went global. So yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If you live in England, you live in a bubble, so you really understand. Like outside, this guy
do you think he's more popular than Ronaldo?
Well, no, Ronaldo has like a whole career ahead.
Cristiano is the
No.
Dino. I think. Wait. Sorry. Did you say Ronaldo or Ronaldinho?
Said Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Oh no!
Messi and Ronaldo are still king. They're still king.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they've been around for like
forever. Before that, the kids that are coming up are gonna forget them. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm seeing what team does Ronaldo play for again? I forgot.
Al Nassr.
All the time with these kids' shirts. And I think, did you even watch them play?
No, but what I'm saying is that Messi and Ronaldo, like they become such household. Like for example, with us, I've never saw Pele, Maradona, but like we still talk about them. We still see people wear their jerseys here and there, like at least amongst the older people. But like what Pele, Maradona, even R9, Zidane, and Ronaldinho are to like someone like me who was born in the 90s, to these kids, that's what Messi, Ronaldo are gonna be to them, right? But even though they didn't see him play, like I didn't see all of R9. I saw him.
Bring up Co-op's comment. Bring up Co-op's comment.
Continue.
Hey, don't be shy, man. You know.
But yeah, no, like for these kids, like bro, what Barry's saying is right, bro. When they it's almost like a song is associated with him. The hairstyle is associated with him. The way he plays, like bro, Lamine.
Yeah, the guy's motion, man.
He's that guy.
Let's go. Probably after Mbappe, I think he's probably the.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, kids love Holland, but kids love Holland too, brother. Like, don't get it twisted. They love Holland.
Yeah, maybe Holland
I
is
don't
one.
They fucking.
I really don't know why though.
No, you gotta think of it. You gotta think of it from a kid's point of view. They
have no taste. They don't understand football.
No, they just think like, okay, football scoring goals. Who's the supreme goal scorer amongst this generation? It's Holland. That's how they think.
Yeah. Hence, they don't understand football.
No, but it's you're acting as if a 4 or 5 years old is going to be talking about Lala, technique. Like you're talking.
At 4 years old, I knew about Tesh. At 4 years old, I knew about Tesh.
It's just come on. Start the cap.
You know what? You probably couldn't even finish at 4
Money
years
miss. Hey, start, man. Relax. Money miss.
HH, I was with you until you started saying that you want 5-year-olds to talk about Tesh and Lala. Like
No, but to appreciate it and know what Lala is at 5.
You want them to talk about Schwam leg and all this stuff at 5-year-old man. Come on.
Just take this clip off, man. Like he's asking kids.
These guys just started watching football. What question do you want me to?
So basically, Yamal as a 10. What do you think he'll do with that jersey? Like most people, most people have said that at the end of the day, he will be considered the second greatest number 10 jersey behind Messi.
Al Hilal and tax to talk to sign Alexander Isak. Newcastle want 130 mil.
Jesus, interesting, but that's not going to happen. But yeah, continue.
No, I think
Wait,
he'll
Saudi
do really
are selling
great
to
things.
themselves.
There you go. Insider trading. Sorry, continue. Money miss. Continue.
No, I think he'll do really great things. I just think he needs to continue like doing what he's doing. He had a great first season. I think he'll have a great next season. In terms of legacy debate, where he's going to rank in terms of number 10s, I think it's too difficult to say now because I don't know what he's going to be like in 10 years' time. You imagine that he's going to be on a certain trajectory, but the thing is that he's never going to be this elite goal scorer because he's not a goal scoring player. He's a touchline winger. So his whole thing
primarily a creator.
Yeah.
So
his whole thing is creativity in terms of supplying his teammates and showing off his skills. He's never going to get the goals that Messi gets because he's not a player that is going to be given the opportunity to get into those positions in the first place. So, and it will be difficult to judge where he stands amongst him and Dino because I think people sometimes forget your legacy is also your moments. Like, what can we look about you at the end of your career and point to and say, wow, you did that? And it's not legacy in terms of big moments, in terms of, I remember when Dino did this piece of skill, or I remember when Dino did that piece of skill. Like, if you turn on, like, the thing is, what helps Dino a lot in legacy debates is that there's not a single player to ever play the game like him. That helps him
never.
a lot. His uniqueness.
I was told JJ Okocha taught him though.
He did, but if you don't Star Wars, the Padawan surpassed the Master.
Yes.
Yeah, and even then, like Okocha obviously did have great skills, but the way Dino did skills was completely different to Okocha. Like, Okocha always did skills situational. Like, he'd only flick it over someone's head to get out of a situation, or do a ball roll to get out of a situation. Dino did skills for fun. Like, there was no need for him to balance the ball on his chest at the Bernabeu, but he just decided to do it because he could. Like, he's the most unique player. Like, that goal he scored against Chelsea, I've never seen that
best goal of
ever again.
It's against Chelsea. The best goal I've ever seen in my life was that goal against Chelsea. That's the best goal I've ever seen in my life, ever. Like,
best goal I've ever
scored.
Glaze is a bit too much.
Best goal you've seen in your life.
Best goal. When you think about what that goal was. And basically, I'm literally working on a goal analysis of that goal. When just look at what that goal was and the difficulty of it, is the best. When you think of what that man did in this situation, it's best
goal. His hip twice and toe punted it into the side net.
Yeah, shut up.
No, someone just played some Shakira hips online and toe poking. Now it's like some crazy.
Has anyone done it again?
Kenny, that's disrespectful. No, that's the thing. Although I don't think it's the greatest goal I've ever seen in my life, when you think of the greatest goals to ever be scored, you think of unique goals that haven't been done before. Like the greatest goal I've ever seen, in my opinion, is that bicycle kick that Zlatan did against England.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone hit a bicycle kick from 40 yards. Like
that goal was so good. HH clearly even hate.
Like that's my point. Uniqueness does play a part in this debate, and at the end of the day, there's no pussy that is ever.
How much this guy hates Ibrahimovic.
I can't say it. It was crazy. I can't say it.
Uniqueness plays a part in change. Like at the end of the day, there is not a single player to ever play the game like Dino, and that's what Dino will have that over every other player he ever enters the debate.
No, and I'm honest, I think this is why I was trying to explain to Hokage and thinking is that when a guy is that unique, he will always hold a very special place. So Yamal can have the goals, the this, the that. Maybe until it changes, I don't think Yamal is going to do the stuff that Dino did. He's not.
Yeah.
Because what Dino did was unique to him. That nobody has ever done this kind of stuff that Dino did on a football pitch. Nobody has.
Also, Dino has a catalogue of goals where people still talk about to this day. Like the goal against England when they was playing for Brazil.
That's a joke. That goal was a joke. I don't even.
No, and also maybe I'm wrong.
Because
the first the first time I ever saw a guy pass the ball as the wall jumps was his goal against Werder Bremen.
Yeah,
I never saw that free kick before.
Under the wall.
That's the first time I ever saw the ball going under the wall. Now people say, "Oh, someone did it before." I watched football. I had never seen anyone do that in a professional game.
You might have just forgotten, but you haven't watched.
No. I probably have, but in terms of a high professional game, I've never seen someone pass the ball as the wall jumps. Hence why everyone now put someone next to the wall. So the stuff that this guy was doing was freaking stupid.
And that's my thing. Like, even though I think Yamal will surpass Dino, Dino will always be close to, unless you're like a genuine GOAT of the sport, like Messi or Maradona or Pele. Dino will always have a chance to have a conversation with you in terms of legacy because of how unique Dino is. Like, I know the Elastico off of Dino. I don't care who did it before Dino. The Elastico belongs to Ronaldinho.
Yes.
I know the sombrero flick, that skill where you flick it over someone's head.
But
I know the sombrero flick, the skill where you flick it over someone's head. I know that because of Dino. Dino is the best at that. Like,
Money Miss, can Dino do the chop like a CR40?
That's true. But Money Miss, that's generational though. Like, yes, to you, the Elastico will always be associated with Ronaldinho. And I agree. Like, that's how I see it too. But to older people, like even my uncles, they don't associate that with Ronaldinho. They associate that with Rivellino, who was actually the guy who created it.
And I agree. But
the kids nowadays, Neymar is their Ronaldinho. Like, that's the first guy to see the rainbow flicks, the Elasticos and all that.
No, but see, what is unfair, and this may be unfair on Rivellino, because Rivellino was doing stuff that was freaking go watch the 1970 final. But because Rivellino didn't really play at the high level in Europe, especially when football exploded, commercially wise, viewing wise, the Elastico was popularized and to a bigger audience through Dino playing for Barcelona in La Liga, in the Champions League, when football now became a global thing. So,
and Ricardo, to your point, I agree. There's a generational that will think that. But in my opinion, when people think of skills, it's always who did it the best. Like,
Ronaldinho definitely does have a high ranking. In
Ricardo,
for sure.
Ronaldinho is the first player I ever saw do the Elastico where he did it across the left leg. So he stands with his left leg in front of the ball and then does the Elastico behind that leg to go past the play. Like,
now we're watching Nani Madueke try and dribble with
now we're watching Madueke try to do skills. Like,
for what has followed off, man.
Ronaldinho's uniqueness keeps him alive in every single legacy debate. Because if we're being honest, in every other metric, I don't think like if you're a true great of the sport, I don't think Ronaldinho can compare to you in a multitude of different metrics. Like, he wasn't as consistent as the greats. He didn't have a magnitude of big moments like the greats. But what he does have is uniqueness, and no one could ever do it like him. And that weighs heavy. Like Maradona played, and we saw Messi come afterwards. So even though Maradona is still incredible, in a certain bit of your mind, you think to yourself, yeah, but Messi's like Maradona, like primed up. Like Messi's like the ultimate Maradona.
He's Maradona.
There's never going to be another.
Better than Maradona, yeah.
Yeah, there's not another Dino. That's the issue with the legacy debates.
Casey, what's it?
Yeah, the question is that if Yamal is going to surpass Dino, right? That's the question.
No. The question is him as a number. What will he do with the number 10 jersey after all is said and done? Where will he now be placed as players who wore that Barcelona number 10?
Yeah, bro, we don't know, man. Like he could turn up like Ansu Fati also. Like, come on, like we don't know that. That is the sad thing, man. Like this.
We had pause, and the case just has to just come and bring the whole
but
house
he's not
down,
wrong,
bro.
though. He's not wrong.
That's
He's
football,
not wrong.
man. Like there are so many failed wonderkids, man. He could be one of them. Like I hope he's not.
Yeah, but Casey, we can view the glass half full. That's an option to view the glass half full. That is an option in life. But
filled with like something very nefarious, but but help regarding. I just want to speak on the Dino thing, bro, because I actually have to leave. Like, listen, man. Like, he's the guy who got me into football. Like, he was the first superstar that I saw, so I will always have like a respect for him. Okay, Hamza, see, that's a W by the but.
So, Casey, we know which side you're on now, Casey.
Doesn't he support the Brazilian Trump guy as well?
Yeah.
Bolsonaro.
Yeah, he supports Bolsonaro. Every footballer supports him because they support lower taxes. Help. Like, I think, like, for Barca, right, there's never going to be a better number 10 than Messi. Like, we can pretend and we can do all that. Because there has never been a player who is so good on the eye test and so good on the stats. Because we can say whatever we want about Dino. Like,
is Messi higher on the eye test than Dino?
100%. Yeah, he's a better dribbler than Dino. He's a better dribbler than Dino.
No, he's not.
Come on, HH. What are we doing?
HH gave Messi like a 97 on the eye test, and it's act like there's a huge gap. Like 100 isn't the max.
No, I can actually see.
No. Come on, guys. We're talking about Lala. We're talking about Lala here.
No, but I have my thing. Like, I believe in like efficiency. I believe like.
Money misses backstage.
No, bro. Okay, sorry. What was it? No, in terms of efficiency, 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about Lala, and Lala is a key part of the eye test.
This guy's acting like Messi wasn't frying people's angles.
No, Messi wasn't Dino.
Yeah, I agree with you. Messi's not Neymar either. Like, Messi doesn't have the skill that even Cristiano Ronaldo had when he was younger. But he was still like twisting up people. Like, what are you talking about?
I think we're talking about two different players.
Hold on, Casey.
Messi. I don't know. Like, what there's a Argentine dribbling. I don't know what the term for that is. Like, he's like he belongs to that school. Like him and Maradona. I prefer that over like Brazilian one.
No, that's fair. Where it's about point A to point B efficiency.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I prefer that. And for me, like, and eye test is at the end of the day subjective.
No, but Casey, lie to me, Casey. You don't like a bit of elastico, a bit of step over.
No, but
come on, Casey, a little bit of sauce. Casey, a little bit of sauce. A little bit of sauce. Just a little sprinkle.
I'm going to tell you, like, I hate that.
What does that even mean? Like,
wait, Casey, it's not that Messi used to do elasticos too. Like,
no, I hate step overs. I think it's completely.
I don't remember that, Brian.
I don't remember that, bro.
Early Messi, bro. I was seeing elasticos.
Yeah, I love Messi, but I don't
know. 06, 07 Messi.
AK, Messi never did elasticos.
Yeah, but just because you have a little bit more Lala in your dribbling doesn't make you like objectively.
Yeah, so Messi's objectively.
What are we talking about?
But what is Lala? Like, actually explain it to us.
Because it's just fucking. You know what it is? It's just favela tricks. It's all favela tricks. That's all it is.
Basically, Dino. No, basically Lala, Dino. No, basically Dino and impossible technique. That's Lala.
No, but that's
Lala.
No. For example, R9, like, I don't think R9 is like. He's like 89-90% for me on eye test because his passing was awful. Like, it was average at best. I will not say awful. So this is why I have.
What's this guy talking about, bro?
No, this will be both of us disagree on the.
Do you know what the term average means? Like, obviously he wasn't the best.
No. When I say but like, listen to me. When I'm saying
average doesn't mean you're bad either.
No, I'm saying average. Let me finish. I'm saying average in terms of like the good contenders.
Wait, hold on. So it's the case. So you're saying Yamal as a number 10 will be behind Messi when all is said and done, or he'll end up like Ansu Fati, a bomb, injured, hospital.
Hey, respect the black man.
I hope he's ahead of Dino. I don't think he's gonna surpass Messi. I hope he surpasses him. Actually, I do. I hope he wins the World Cup next year so he can dunk on Mbappe for 100 times.
Messi Nation got back-to-back.
Can I speak?
We got a title. Messi Nation got a title to defend.
Kenny, go for it. Kenny, go for it. Kind of shut up. Kenny.
For what I'm seeing,
and Summer afterwards. So Kenny, go for it.
Yeah, for most people said they said he's going to surpass. If he surpasses Ronaldinho, that's an all-time great career. Like even if he doesn't go Ronaldinho.
No, but Kenny, let's just of course he will surpass Ronaldinho in terms of stats, numbers, trophies, but in terms of uniqueness, I don't think he surpassed Ronaldinho.
No, of course not. But, obviously to most Barca fan, I don't think they will probably prefer him to do what he's doing right now. So he's not as unique, but he's probably going to win more trophies. He's going to win. He's going to win them probably more trophies. He's probably going to win them a Champions League as well, and he's going to stay there for a longer period. We love Dino, but Dino was 2-3 years, 3 years at best.
Yeah,
and the 3 years
those were amazing. Let's say
amazing 3 years.
3 years. Show me better 3 years than that. Show me better 3 years than that.
And it's like I'm saying, if we're talking about peaks, that's when you can put Dino in some crazy conversation. But that's when, obviously, the peak years were unbelievable. That's what I was saying when we're talking about legacies and tens. That's what I feel like the years that Yamal is probably going to be at that level, I don't think he's going to surpass him. I don't see him doing Messi is just different conversations. He's by himself over there. Or if he can surpass Dino and trying to stay if he stays there for a long time, no, I think he's gonna do well. I don't know. Obviously, he has a certain amount of cockiness to him. I won't say cockiness, but he has a lot of self-confidence. I do feel like as of now, he's performing well, so I think people will allow him. But we just we saw as soon as when he not acts the way he is, but if you look at his persona and stuff, you have to stay at that same level, because if he drops a little bit, people will kill him.
He can be having his little parties too, man.
Yeah. He can't be let's be I saw the way guys were cooking him when he just lost the Nations League game with Spain.
Yeah,
it was his first bad game in 6 months, man.
And that's what I'm saying.
Bad about football, everyone's just so much waiting for the bad times to come when people just can't appreciate what's in front of them.
Yeah, but obviously
I told you, bro. People love hating more than like.
Yeah,
hate is the true happiness.
Yes, that's a bar. That's a bar.
You see, HH was smiling. HH is that type of guy as well. He's waiting on the downfall of some of these guys. But on Yamal, like someone said, number 10 is every kid you want to be the number 10, number 10 jersey. Everyone wants to be that guy in the team. We know what once someone gets that number, you're rolling.
It's different. Yeah,
it's different. Usually, it's the top player, the best player gets that number. So, I think it's normal for the guy to want that number, and I think he's going to do great. I don't think he's going to be past Messi, but if your second all-time Barcelona number 10 is a very good achievement. Very good achievement.
Sam, talk to me.
Oh, also, why do you think HH props Dino? It's not just because he likes Dino. He just wants to hate on Messi. That's why he props him, bro.
That is true too.
Wait. Okay, first of all, before I go to Sam, I don't hate Messi.
Yeah, stop.
I don't hate Messi. I don't hate Messi. I don't hate Messi.
You love to hate on Messi.
No. Okay, hold on.
You love to rattle Messi fan.
Do you know? Okay, yes. I'd like to do that, but I don't, bro. It's just that. Do you know what's so crazy? Because I don't think Messi is the GOAT, people think that's hate. How is it hate to say that he's not the GOAT?
That's
just that opinion.
Where does he
from a GOAT analyst?
Where does he rank all time?
Oh, no, he's like top 3.
Okay.
Come on. Of course he's top 3. Of course he's top 3.
Because it was funny. It took him winning a World Cup for this guy to even spark a thought of damn, this guy might be.
Oh no! But come on. Before the World Cup, he was not even in the convo. Before the World Cup,
I actually blame these people on Twitter, replying to his tweets. Guys, he's doing the same tweets every week, and you're still replying. Come on.
Sam, talk to me.
Listen, when you talk about Yamal, Yamal's a brilliant player, and he'll probably be second greatest Barca player of all time when it's all said and done. I mean, when you look at trophies, stats, and everything included, of course he's going to pass Dino when it comes to those things. I don't think
numbers, stats for all these young kids. They're not. Yeah,
I don't think anyone passes Messi when it comes to that, because Messi hardly got injured in his career. And also Barcelona fans, you need to be begging that Yamal won't play as many games as he's playing at his young age, because you know what happens after that. But let's just pray he stays injury free. But when it comes to him and Dino, and I actually agree a lot with what HH said, because I've watched Dino for most of his career. What Dino had was, and I hate to say this word, I hate it. He had this aura.
Yes, Sam. Yes, Sam. Don't be ashamed. Sam, don't be ashamed of that word. Don't be. You see,
you're shitting on the Gen Z. You use Gen Z words.
Okay, shut up, Sam. You see, here's the thing. That word is misused. That's what is misused. Because if everyone,
so you're using Gen Z lingo only to shit on Gen Z.
Okay, shut up. So here's the thing. But aura, because what's aura? Maradona. What's aura? Zidane. What's aura is the way when they're on that pitch, there's something about them that's, they're on that pitch. And Sam, people attack me. There's no player today that has that kind of aura in today's football right now. Please continue.
100%.
Continue.
Because everything around, let's not even talk about football. The adverts, the films, the games around Ronaldinho made him larger than life when it came to football. So when it comes to Yamal, it's quite difficult because he's quite young, and you don't know what's going to happen in 5-7 years time. What's going to happen around him? You never know. He might make a film about himself. You never know. But when it comes to Dino, Dino, this is why I always separate the dribblers to the people that do skill on the pitch. I also do think that the managers these days had affected football this day. That's why you see a lot more dribblers than skillers, because I feel like managers have taken out the skill in the game with more of, okay, I just want you to be efficient. That's why stats are more prevalent in today's game than before. But with Dino, it was more of, I'm just watching it just for pure entertainment. I'm just watching it because I'm seeing a guy that doesn't care where he is on the pitch. He is going to elastico that ball through your legs. Pause. He's gonna do a rainbow flick. He's gonna juggle the ball on his head, and then dribble three guys. He's gonna do a shimmy. Then
or even Sam. I remember that pass he made, but Henrik Larsson missed it, where he basically chops the ball across and the ball. Sam, I've never seen anyone do that before.
It's like when you skip a rock along water, and it bounces a few times.
Yeah. When I was starting to watch football, I was thinking, I wish I can do things like that. And that's as a kid, you're going back into the school playground and you're trying things that it never worked. You're trying things that Dino tried to do, and it was kind of like that's the effect that he had. And what Money Mace said was actually very good. Dino's his actual skill, his everything about him, he's going to be talked about as the most unique player of all time, which will carry on for generation and generation, where people will still be talking about him, even though you have other players that have greater stats, greater longevity, greater this, greater that. And that's why Dino is so unique. So yes, Yamal will be the second greatest Barcelona player of all time. I don't think anyone's passing Messi, but it is a conversation to have when you're talking about everything about Dino compared to Yamal.
All right, let me read some.
Let me talk.
Can I ask something? So we're just gonna act like we're just gonna act like when I say like we're just gonna act like Neymar wasn't doing the exact same thing, and it's
he wasn't.
It wasn't.
He wasn't.
Are you? You're kidding me?
Okay.
Why is it
And
so hard for you guys to understand? It's a generational thing. You guys,
but it's not. You guys need to
Neymar was doing
no. I'm sorry. The way we revere Ronaldinho, which I'm on the same boat as you. It's the same way these kids see Neymar. Like, don't act.
People my age.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. A lot of you guys, dead ass, you probably saw a YouTube comment. You guys weren't watching Neymar at Santos. He was doing the exact same shit. He's doing the exact same thing.
Even at PSG, what Neymar was doing to some of these guys in League was crazy.
He was doing the shit at PSG. At Barcelona, not so much.
You know when he was playing at Santos. That wasn't being televised here in Europe. I saw what he was doing at Santos, and I agree with you. But being televised here in Europe, most people weren't seeing
I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you that, okay, it wasn't televised in where you live. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Like, he was doing all this, the same thing.
I agree with you. Neymar's probably, in terms of the Tesh Lala crap that HH says, he's probably the second greatest player ever in terms of that. But the reason why Dino is so unique is because Neymar still did skills in a situational sense. He did these skills to get out of situations. Dino is the only player I've seen do skills for jokes. Like,
just for the sake of it, and also it's the creativity of it and the audaciousness of what he did. Like, there's something that Dino did where, like, what the hell did I just see?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the shit Neymar was doing at first thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Some of the touches Neymar was doing in game, you can't tell me that's just
some of you guys weren't watching Neymar at Santos.
As a person in a generation.
Wait, hold on. AK.
As a person in a generation where, my generation, the way you see Dino, that's what my generation looks at Neymar as well, bro. Like, I think I was when I was in uni, I was playing football with one guys. And do you remember the rainbow flick that Neymar did on against I think it was against Guingamp? And it was,
I remember.
Oh, Guingamp,
yeah. And he did it like not in like near the left hand side of the midfield. He did it over two players. Bro, there were two guys attempting that, doing the same thing. Bro, my generation views Neymar the same way your generation views on. It's a generational thing. It's not like one guy.
Why are you shaking your head?
But here's the thing. This is ridiculous.
No. HH. Listen, HH. Not only Neymar had the skills and the test you were talking about, he was also producing numbers in Santos. You're forgetting
forget about numbers. I'm talking about Lala and just pure test.
He was not only showing Lala doing with numbers.
Even as I need guys to go on. If you go on type name. I think it's because he was at PSG. Some of the stuff this guy was doing at PSG is ridiculous.
He's the only reason I watch
all them passes with the party with the back.
Kenny, you know that there's also been a cultural change too. Like, back in the day, like, the stuff Ronaldinho, R9, and those guys were doing, that shit was more accepted. Like, nowadays, but I remember even Hokage can vouch this. I remember there was a clip that I think Douglas Costa, when he first signed to Bayern, this guy was doing shit in Bayern Munich that I think it was Robin or someone. Robin had to tell him, like, yo, you can't be doing that stuff here in Germany.
Yeah, what he did to Bellerin.
You can't be doing that. And it's the same thing.
Ricardo,
the difference between...
He got booked for doing a rainbow flick when we were winning
exactly.
like 5-1 against Alves.
And then Neymar got booked like multiple.
But not only that, but in Barcelona, you can tell there's a cultural change, because when Ronaldinho was doing it, it was like kind of accepted. Like,
no, Ricardo. He was not only getting booked, but you.
Hold on. And then when Neymar was at Barcelona, like, he had to actually calm down with all that trickery stuff, because at that point, across the generations, it just wasn't seen as a positive thing.
So Ricardo, it's like, this is what I said before. I think managers have taken out the game with skills.
Yes.
Today.
I also think defenders have gotten better. So I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah, I think guys would just like
just
trying to
quickly.
kick you and stuff like
Bro,
that. Like they would just.
bro, some of the
defensive
tricks that
schemes have gotten
Ronaldinho,
better.
you look, some of the tricks that Ronaldinho was doing on some of his defenders. Like, don't get me wrong, it was money. It was showtime. But do you see the way their bodies were moved? They looked like they just came back from a bar, like a night of drinking.
It's not
They
that.
had no
Ricardo,
coordination, bro.
Ricardo, it's not that. At that point, defenders used to slide tackle a lot. Now, when you see a defender go 1v1, he stays on his feet. The whole point of a step over is to entice the slide tackle.
Nah,
and
guys,
it's
don't discredit.
No,
him.
yeah, no. It's just, I'm not discrediting. And honestly, if you feel like Ronaldinho is bad, like I could agree with that as well. But the way you're just dismissing Neymar, like this guy is just
no,
like,
Kenny, hold on, Kenny. This is not to dismiss him, bro. What Neymar's doing is freaking amazing. And the guy is definitely one of the most skilled players that we've ever seen. One of the most talented players we've ever seen. And for me, put it this way, if I'm building a team, I'm choosing Neymar over Dino in my team because Neymar is simply more effective. And Neymar has a greater chance at helping me win a game than Dino. So I always put Neymar on my team.
So he's a better player.
But did what I said. In terms of how unique he was and what Dino did, Dino is a far more unique player than Neymar.
I'll be honest, like
100%.
Sure, you could say he's unique, but
Your
Neymar's
generation
not that
does
far.
that.
No,
Not my generation.
Neymar's not
People
far
are
off.
missing
I'm
the
sorry.
point. It's
Hold on. My name is come to you. Okay, my name is.
People are missing the point. I've said Neymar is the second most skillful player I've ever seen in my life. Neymar does shit with the football I didn't even know was possible as well. But again, people need to understand the point I'm making. It's not the fact of Neymar can't do these things. I've never seen... Dino is the only player I've ever seen do skills because he just felt like it. What is the fucking point of balancing the ball on your chest in the middle of a match? What is the point? There's no objective to it. It doesn't take you past any defender. He just did it because he felt like it.
If we're talking about
someone said Looney Tunes defending.
Run forward, then come on. It doesn't make sense.
No. The real people, you know why people say because Dino was actually like someone said, Dino was the first
That's yellow, by the way. Sorry, continue.
No, but the thing with Dino is that Dino was like the first, like obviously the greatest skill and all that stuff. But when we say Neymar, people often say, yeah, he's like the Ronaldinho of this generation. The thing is, like, obviously the guy that did it first is always going to get more. Like, he's going to get not more praises, but he's always going to be like, you know what, you were the pioneer of the stuff. So understand why Dino is always going to be seen as.
I mean, the reality is all footballers are different. So you can't say nobody is the same in terms of a footballer. But in terms of personality and entertainment, Ronaldinho is clear of every single player. I'm like the only player.
But my thing though is that, put it this way, you can see bits of similarities of, let's say, Neymar, Robinho, just in general. A lot of similarities between Messi and Maradona. There's not really been a player quite like Dino.
Hey, do you remember? I know you're old head, so do you remember Jalminha?
Oh, of course. Deportivo La Coruña.
I thought he used to do skills just for the sake of it, but when I watched him.
No, true, but Dino's skills were on a whole other different level.
Okay. Jalminha was a lot more slower. I'd say Jalminha was a lot closer to Okocha than he was.
Okay, let me bring it to Dub. So shout out to your boy Nate. Thank you for Dub. Anyone who doesn't say Messi is a nostalgia merchant who should be banned from football discourse. The convo is between Zidane and Diego Fortu. I'm sorry.
Messi a true number 10?
And that is what we'll talk about in the next convo. Because when he made to raise that point,
Messi's best football, in my opinion, came off right wing.
We'll talk about it. But yeah, so next we are going to disagree.
No. Messi has given a billion number of moments to us in a number 10. Beautiful moments.
Yes,
hey, whoa.
Who has a pet crow, bro? Who has a pet crow?
Hey, bro, someone came on with a pet rooster, so it is what it is. Shout out to board Nate. As a Barca fan, 18-year-old Mbappe clears Yamal.
God forbid.
Yamal hasn't even played a game yet as an 18-year-old.
Chill.
No.
Wait. Has not even played that.
Hold on. Wait for it to become 18, bro. Shout out to Nate again. By the streets, HH means No. I
That's
mean
exactly what it means.
Kadiba, you are sure it's a damn freaking mouth, bro.
Which is
no, by the streets, I mean futsal.
He means low, he means low socioeconomic status.
No, I don't.
Don't lie to yourself. You were thinking of the motherland, man, where you're saying the streets.
No, I wasn't.
Don't lie to yourself.
Somebody needs to double barrel shark on that bird. Not gonna lie.
Wait. Is that wait, where's the I'm hearing a freaking crow.
Hey Ricardo, someone needs to
I think it's in Brest.
Yeah, it might be Belgium.
In Brest, like are you on a farm? Okay, thank you. All right.
No man, it's early in the morning here, man. That's why crows are.
It's like 5 a.m. over there.
Shout out to the crows. Shout out to your boy Alonso.
This guy woke up to stupid take.
HH, some money for your haircut. Much love, brother. Also, is your name Hector? Serious question.
Wait, what is there to cut?
Thank you for the morning because my hair's growing back. So yes, I'll use the body for a new haircut because my hair's growing back.
He actually sheds, by the way.
My name isn't Hector. My name is Have Hope. First of my name. That is my name. My name is Have Hope.
What do you ask for?
Grade with one with a little bit of okay. Look, when I go to the barbers, I ask them for lineup. So
wait, how much does it
cost? That's not bad.
Yeah, lineup.
Bro,
lineup.
Did these guys are charging like £5 for a lineup?
Just for your man, just do it yourself.
No. Hence why I do my. I was like, can I just do £5? £5 just to shape. Make the hell out of here, bro.
That's at least like 10 to 15 normally for the bed, just the bed.
Yeah, I was like, come on, bro. Shout out to Brian. Superman. Yes, we'll get there. This week, we're going to do it. This week. Edgardo Diaz. What year did Messi first wear the number 10 jersey?
2008.
We're going to talk about it. Shout out to your boy Betsy. You wanted to delete Dino. Okay, all right. Let me explain this right.
Oh yes, he did.
Let me explain this right now. Let me explain. Ricardo, shut up, please.
That was generally crazy.
This invalidates your entire.
No, it doesn't. We had a question on the members. Members hangouts every Monday nights, man. And the question was: delete one. R9, shut up. R9, Mourinho, Dino. You have to delete one from history. R9 is never getting deleted because that's my goat. You have to understand this. What Mourinho means to me. And how important Mourinho is to me.
He means a league title. That's what he means to him.
Bro,
of Chelsea is Mourinho.
You take away Mourinho. Wait, I'm screwed. so I can't delete freaking Mourinho. So it was an impossible choice. So let's take away from Dino. Come on.
Let's remove the most unique player that you've been raving about the past hour. But let's keep a freaking
No. But let's keep the greatest personality in football history who made Pep on the dance party. Yeah, shut up. Shout out to Lance again. How much does your OnlyFans subscription to Lala cost? Well, Rachel's OnlyFans was how much was that? I think about. I can't remember how much it was.
Keep it yourself.
But yeah, keep it. But I don't subscribe because her content wasn't that good. So yeah, shout out to JS. So this is going to be some you had.
Yeah, of course, man. It was always going to be that.
Robot JS, you had to be there.
He's already arguing. We haven't even gotten to the whole way.
AK, this is so stupid because I was literally there to see Ronaldinho, and this guy's trying to tell me.
No, you weren't. You said you were born in the 90s. Now and my alternative age. So basically, my brain was a lot more aware. Okay, wait. How do you know? No, hold on. Okay, hold on. Shout out to word Mitch. Fab has a weird fetish with Yamal. He's
what?
I think this will be clear the whole case.
I can't lie, bro. The amount of posts Fabrizio makes by Yamal, it's kind of creepy.
Hey, look, man. Someone has to make that bread, man. Okay. Hokage, is Michael get Hokage?
Yeah.
So Hokage, as a football guy, what was that thing? You see this jersey? See this number right here?
Why is there a number 25 amongst those number 10s?
You see, okay, look, just you see this jersey right here? What is the name that you think of that fully embodies, signifies?
You didn't bring up your culture jersey.
So what is the name that's fully 100%?
There's nothing.
Can you put the Zola jersey on the floor?
Well, Monument, shut your damn mouth. Bro.
You know he thought I would blend in.
So my thing is that
That Ronaldo as well.
He's an imposter.
Why is Ronaldo there? He doesn't even embody the.
Yeah, relax.
Yeah, didn't his knee blow up with the number?
Okay, so here's my thing. So which is the name I said? So think of the number 10. The rule of number 10. What the number 10 means. What is the name I said? This name should be most associated with that number. We'll go around the room.
This is what I feel like we need to establish. So we're talking about you actually have to play as a number 10.
Hokage, it's down to you. Whatever your parameters are, it's down to you.
If we take it that if it's number 10, it's the most vanilla answer. And I feel like when I think of the number 10, it's Messi and literally nobody else close to number 10 for me. It's Messi and nobody else. Now, if we're talking about people who played as the number 10, my own bias comes in the way, and Ozil is my favorite number 10 of all time. So.
Ozil is a great shout.
Yeah.
Ozil is a great shout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because my thing, though, is when we talk about the number 10, is it just, who was the best player who won that share? Or no, we are football guys and we are football purists. You actually being hence why, bro, Totti has to be mentioned up in this piece. Totti has to be freaking mentioned up in this piece. And you can say anything. Guys, how many playmakers were better than Ozil? Where he was there to purely be a number 10 and that's it. That was his definitive role.
You're asking a different question.
I have a question for you. Do you think the number 10 is dying in this modern game?
No, it doesn't exist. Number 10 it doesn't exist.
The number 10 is literally dying.
It's not dying. It's dead. It doesn't exist.
So Kobe is not number 10, you think?
No, he's autistic.
To bring it back. But see, my thing, but see, what you have now are hybrids. Hence, what like Messi is like a hybrid. He's goal scoring, dribbling, playmaking. But in terms of where Totti, you're there just to produce through balls, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing. You're just there to create. Okay, score, but your main function is just basically you're there to spam triangle. You're just there to freaking spam that triangle button, and that's it.
Totti more goals than assists.
Yeah, it's like you see. I think there are 10s today. It's just in midfield now. You have to. Like every number 10, like you have to play. Like for example, Musiala, like he's basically a midfielder. He defends just as much as the midfielders behind. Like number 10s today defend just as much as the number 8 behind him. Like that's why.
No. But then if you take Musiala though, because dribbling is so part of his game, his role is also to really attack the defense with progressing the ball and dribbling and passing as well. But whereas if you look at Ozil, his whole thing is. I'm trying. Ozil's first thought is triangle. Even on triangle, okay. So the thing for number 10 is what is your first thought? Is okay. Who's making the run? Can I make a pass? Musiala's first thought is okay. How far can I progress this ball before now unleashing it? So for me, a number 10 is your first thought is what is the critical pass I can make?
Yeah, and that's what I liked about Ozil. Is like, I think Ozil. I still to this day I don't really understand the dynamics of the Arsenal transfer. He basically killed his even though he had 2-3 amazing. He had the one season where he almost broke the assist record at Arsenal with that bum ass.
Giroud screwed him over. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like he could have been way greater. I still don't understand the dynamics.
So why did he leave Real?
Madrid Perez wanted
to get rid of
someone else.
They got rid of him because they wanted Gareth Bale.
Yeah, the ball.
But I don't get why. I was only 13 back then. I don't remember why it was only Arsene. I don't know how Arsene Wenger convinced him, but it killed his career because I feel like if he went to a different team because the biggest complaint with him at Arsenal was he doesn't defend proper English football. We need you to track back and put sliding tackles in. That's not Ozil. He doesn't do the ugly part of the game. Ozil does the beautiful passing part of it. This guy, I love this passing. This guy I haven't seen anyone else do this kind of pass where he's in a tight position. He drills the ball into the ground to get it to pop up and make the pass to go over the defender's leg. And he scored a goal doing that as well. He's just unique.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
He's just so unique. And then you take into account the touch as well. I remember at Real Madrid how many times he did the back heel touch and just controlled it. Oh, boop, I'm going to do a nice through ball to Ronaldo. Ronaldo scores, boom. And he was the main creator for that Mourinho goal scoring team.
The
Mourinho team.
Yeah, him and Chris, that was a nasty.
Yeah, he was one of the main creators pulling the strings there. So For me, Ozil is like true number 10. He's always my favorite. That's my guy.
Barry, what about you? Your number one, most definitive, number 10.
As a number, hey, you know my guy. I'm gonna roll with him, but yeah, I'm like Okage, Ozil, amazing. Like that 1-2 punch combo with him and number 7, that was amazing. So yeah, I just think I have to give it to him. I mean, I remember Arsenal a little bit because like we used to have a channel to watch Arsenal and the Premier League, and I used to watch him there. But like, yeah, just the Real Madrid stint. That's the one that I clearly remember and the crazy things that I used to do.
Kenny.
Yeah, now for me, especially playing that position number 10 for me was Zidane. Zidane is when I started watching 06 was the 06 World Cup was like the first international tournament. Like, that was my first like World Cup that I saw, and what I did that tournament, that was with
hey,
the gold
Kenny, you're an
boots.
uncle?
That was ridiculous. Huh? No, I'm not an uncle. Now chill. Now chill.
I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you.
Nah, chill. No, chill. No, but no, that 06 tournament, yeah, that was like
So for you, when you think of the number 10, you believe Zidane is the guy that embodies that.
Yeah, that position and the role per se, yeah, that's the way he played for me. That's the way I would like a number 10 to play.
Monomace, what are you saying?
Are you asking greatest or favorite?
No. So basically, that number 10 and how you view the number 10, which player do you think embodied that jersey the best from your footballing knowledge of what that number 10 should be in football?
Well, the way I view the number 10 is the player who plays in the number 10 position. Like, I don't consider Dino, Messi, Neymar, these guys are not number 10s. They're wingers who wore the number 10.
Yeah.
In terms of who's the greatest, I think the greatest is Maradona in terms of just a number 10. But you're asking my personal favorite's Pablo Aimar. I loved him so much.
Interesting.
He's genuinely, AJ, he's one of my favorite players like I've ever seen.
Do you know, I met him.
You met Aimar when?
No one is calling him uncle.
Wait, hold on. Haven't you seen that picture that I posted on Twitter? Maybe I'm on Twitter. Yeah. So it's basically like, this was years ago when we were doing, like Ultimate Football Fan, where they had all the guys, and the UFF had this event. So I think Rene Higuita was there. I can't remember the guy, and Aimar was there. So they got a bunch of us to meet him and everything. And then I have basically I'll share it together. I took a picture with Aimar and everything, and this was like way before the World Cup. This was like 6-7 years ago. So yeah, I met him.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah,
like that's a real football legend. None of that Drogba Lampard stuff. Like an actual football legend. Pablo Aimar.
Okay. So in that Valencia team, who was better, him or Mendieta in that Valencia team?
Aimar, don't even try that.
Mendieta was cold, bro. Mendieta was cold, bro.
Edge, I've seen Aimar do this one skill against Barcelona where the ball they played a ball over the top, and on the turn he did like this little touch where he flicked it over the defender's head, and he's spinning the entire time when he does this. Edge, it's like the guy had ridiculous skill. He's him. I think of him, Isco, Javier Pastore as well. Pastore, relax. Pastore. No. Aimar is watching old games and watching clips, but like in my lifetime, it's Isco and Pastore that I liked as number 10. Like Pastore used to nutmeg everybody for fun. He was so skillful.
Actually, I just want to say, how many of you guys watched Totti? As in his prime?
Yeah, I was the end of Totti. I didn't watch prime.
Not in his prime.
Because it's that guy was in because the thing about Totti is this: if Del Piero didn't have that knee injury, Totti would have had probably 2 assists in that Euro final. They beat France, and Totti is more highly regarded as a player. Remember, like by the time of the 06 World Cup, he's already washed up and old. But that's Euro 2000. His performance for Italy, specifically in that final. Because literally, he was the best number 10 in the world. He was the best playmaker in the world. Like from 99 to maybe 01. But, Euro final tax, man. AK, you're no number 10. Who you saying, bro?
Mikhailo Mudryk.
Yeah.
You will burn in hell when I'm through with you.
Let's try that again.
Wait, did Chelsea give Tammy Abraham
definitely not enough, man.
No, we never give that again. No, he never.
$100 million, bro.
So, okay. So number 10, who embodies that the most?
In terms of the best number 10 in terms of jersey, it has to be Messi. But in terms of a guy that, in my lifetime, like the thing is, I have to separate it in my lifetime, and I've also watched. I've done some research. I've watched some clips. Some people really impressed me, but in my lifetime, the best number 10 I've seen is probably Ozil, and I don't know if you know him, but Johan Gourcuff.
Oh, of course. Was that Bordeaux?
Yeah, he was so good.
Gourcuff, 100%.
Both of them. And in terms of guys that like I did my research on, I looked back into. Well, Michael Laudrup moved me, man. I can't lie. Like that guy was good, and Zico as well.
Yes, of course, Zico.
Can you put Ike's Ivy as well? That's a great number 10 right there.
I still don't understand this.
No. You should basically.
Apparently, it's
Dallas doing that's actually. But it should actually be like a rule where you have to be a certain proposition and there should be a test threshold for wearing the number 10 jersey. If you fall below that test threshold and you're not an attacker, you can't wear the number 10 jersey. So there has to be like like how you have the Men in Black, they normalize it. There should be like a test threshold that measures your amount of test.
Another person who I watched, I think Ricardo might know him. I watched him like in the clips of it, and he moved me as well. I think it was Jorge Valdivia. Chile.
Oh yeah, Chile. Oh, that guy was amazing, bro.
That guy was a great player.
What's it called? All right. See, I can't really see this guy's name. So this is I think it's the guy with the crow. Samridia, you're number 10.
For me, it's gonna be Messi and Ozil. You can also say Zidane. I have seen a bit of Zidane. I have liked him, man. I have usually associate number 10 who is a leader in the attack, who is literally creating the attack for literally scoring the goal or creating a second pass for the goal or assist. You can say it like that.
Heskey.
Do you know what's crazy when you mentioning Totti and then Del Piero in the same generation? Yo, it's so crazy how far Italy's fallen. Like it's
bro. Now we're rapping Immobile and freaking that James Bond villain Scaramanga, bro. So.
Oh, you mean Retegui?
Freaking Ratatouille, bro. Yes.
For me, I mean,
just some respect, man. 4 World Cups.
Yeah, let's go for
4 World Cups.
Yeah, 4 World Cups.
Italy, apparently. Although Mussolini tax 1930s.
Yeah, half of them.
Anyway, I would say, I mean, it's close between Zidane. I mean, I still regard Ronaldinho as a number 10. The way I look at him,
it's actually right. No one has actually said Didinho, but that's interesting. But continue.
Because I look at him as
it is levels to this, man.
The player before the strike, so just the player that plays
just behind the striker, yes.
Yeah, just behind the striker. So, and then you could say Bergkamp, he's a number. He kind of plays him, but obviously he's not playing to the wing like Ronaldinho. But it's tough. I mean, if I was to go with everyone else, it's easy to say Messi, but in terms of players who've actually moved me, it's tough between Zidane and Ronaldinho. It's really hard to choose between those.
A nuclear warhead pointed at your head and your family, your ancestors and your descendants. Choose.
Why your descendants? They're really gone.
Hey, yo, Nomad's talking crazy, HH. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, Nomad's in the streets.
Personally, if that was me, I wouldn't let that.
Oh, the rap.
That's just me. That's just me.
No. Did he get released from Gandhi?
Nomad! Congratulations, you big door, man.
Nomad's been in the chat a couple weeks. I realized. I don't know if it's him though. I don't know if that's
no. It is him. It is him.
Oh no, someone else.
I mean, he was. Didn't he was under the captivity of Gandhi?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm not saying anything. So okay.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
It be on people.
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can't really choose.
You have no.
between
You
the
have
two.
okay. You have to choose Zidane or Dino. You have to choose. You think of that number 10. Who is the guy that's here? This is the guy that signifies and embodies that number 10 jersey. When I just think of the number 10, this is the player that I think of.
Can you come back to me? I honestly can't think right.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Ricardo, talk to me. So you think of that number 10 jersey, what that shirt means, the player that's embodied what it is to be a number 10.
Well, I'm gonna have a bias, obviously. It's between Messi and Dino in terms of a 10. But if you want to talk about like actual attacking midfielders, obviously it's hard to remove Maradona just because of how much times people say his name. But if you're talking for me, also was definitely up there. I'd say James Rodriguez as well, even though it was like short-lived. But I also think of like Riquelme as well.
Yeah, I mean, people respect this guy's name, bro.
Yeah, Riquelme. Who else? Yeah, I mean, like, I would say like those guys. Yeah, at least when I think of a 10, like an actual attacking midfield, those are the.
But
guys
if you had to choose one, you have to choose one.
Like amongst the attacking midfielders, or like just the number, then who's more iconic with the number 10?
Yeah, basically the person who you figure that number 10 jersey, the name that you most associate with that number 10 jersey. So someone just shows you football number 10. What's the name that you think of that connects you to that thing? The first thing that comes to your mind when someone just, hey, football number 10.
Oh, it's Messi. It's Messi.
Why?
Well, one, like I said, I have a bias because of Barcelona, but two, it's like
okay, no, remove your bias. But no, okay, remove it.
Yeah,
I don't want. I don't want to hear Ricardo the Barca fan. I want to hear Ricardo the football aficionado.
Even if you want to remove the Barca thing, like
what's so wrong with Messi, man? Like
Messi by nature.
Also, it's not ridiculous to say that he's not the greatest 10 in the world.
Messi by nature, if you look at him as a player, I mean, yeah, he scores a fuckload of goals, but he's still like primarily a playmaker, right? Because I think just because you're because even your question as a number 10, right? The primary role of a playmaker is obviously to play make. Not all playmakers were numbered, 10. So even by that way of viewing it, even like Messi to this day, for Argentina, and if you obviously watch Hamburger League, the guy's still playing as an attacking midfielder, and he's cooking. So yeah, I mean, he has the traits to be a 10. When I think of a 10, like I do think of Messi. But obviously that's because I watched more of Messi than Ronaldinho, because else I would have said Ronaldinho.
So did you ever see Totti?
I wasn't watching the Italian league like that when I was younger. I watched it here and there, but it was mostly like the three main teams.
Because again, when I just think, look, Messi is one of the goats and the greats. And I think that Messi, like early Messi, because when I think of a 10, I don't think of Messi, even though he added playmaking and creating around like 2015 onwards. I just think of him as a hybrid of a guy who scored and he created. But when I think of a number 10, I'm like, okay, this guy, you're a playmaker. That is your primary function. Yeah, and for me, the name I think it's like the main names, but I think it's actually Totti.
No, I don't think Totti is a bad show. It's just that I never got to watch him like week in, week out like I did with Messi, Ozil, and I mean, like I said, James was like short-lived. Because James was kind of like literally like the last at dying breed, because like he was so much the last that like he literally got filtered out midway into his career. Like,
no, actually, that is James Rodriguez. You know, like last of the Mohicans. Is James Rodriguez the last number 10?
He literally was.
Of that style, yes.
Yeah, of that style, yeah.
Wait, no. My name is F that. Forget no. I don't want to no. Number 10 is where number 10 is. I don't want to style. There's no style. We know number 10 is.
No, but there is a style of number 10 because think about it like this. There is number 10s that are like Messi, like Musiala, that like they're playmakers, but they're gonna go at the defense. Like, they're but
I don't consider those guys number 10s.
No, but they are number 10s though, because Maradona wasn't number 10. He was the exact same way. Yeah. If you're talking about number 10, like hold on. Let me finish. Like even Ozil was the same way. Ozil was a pretty good dribbler, and he would go at defense. Like his best playmaking years came when he was in transition. But if you want to talk about like the type of number 10 that James Rodriguez was, he was more stationary. Like James Rodriguez he wasn't like physically the most capable. Like he had good positional play, and he was good on set pieces. Like him and like who else would fall? Like Isco was in that shape. Like guys who were just like Riquelme. Riquelme's another one. He wasn't exactly the most mobile attacking midfielder. You give him the ball, he's gonna just pull a string. But there's different types of 10s. Those are the two ways I see it. But that James Rodriguez, I guess people refer to him as the more classical number 10 in terms of like, yo, just
do you remember Suso?
And I'll yes, and I will just ping balls, like guys like that. But like there are different types of number 10s.
Okay, so basically, because my thing is that is the number 10 now dead? It'll never come back.
No, it's coming back.
The classic number 10. Yes.
I think it's coming back in a sense.
But no, like,
so here's the thing. Okay, so and that's the key thing. Again, I don't want to trigger anybody. Do you know what really annoyed me? Is when guys, again, it's football and social media crap. Oh, Yamal doesn't score any goals. How could you be Ballon d'Or guy if you only scores 6 or 7 goals? And I'm like, what Yamal is what the number 10 is supposed to be. Where Yamal's first thought is, how can I create? His primary function is a creator. But, and I blame Messi and Ronaldo for this. Messi and Ronaldo, I blame you for this. We are so stats hungry that we don't actually want specialists. We want everybody to have at least some kind of a goal output. Whether you're a winger, whether you're an attacking midfielder, whether you're a striker, if you don't have a goal output, you're trash. But
do you know what it is? Do you know
Sorry,
blame the Ronaldo fans, though. Don't blame the players.
I was gonna say
no, but it's just they raised the bar.
No, if you are a striker, you need to have output. You're a striker.
I'm talking about what if you're a number 10 or a winger?
No,
do you have to have a goal scoring output?
Yeah, no, it's just no, but the wingers.
No. If you're a number 10 or a winger, do you need to have a high clip of goal scoring output if you are creating at a high clip?
No, because
the way this world works, Reaper is a bomb there. Reaper is a bomb, according to the metrics of today now.
No, I wouldn't say it's a bomb, but I don't think that if we've been real, like I said, wingers back then, as well, the roles that they were asked to do was different than now. Obviously, winger Ribery is more like a classic winger type guy. He's not like your nowadays most of these inside forward like your Salas, your Rafinhas, and all that stuff.
You have to look at the systems being paid to.
You had the Robben that was the goal scoring guy, and he was the guy that was able to create more. The way guys we laugh at Yamal, but if you look at Yamal, you clearly have the Rafinha who is the goal scorer, and then you have the Yamal on the other side as a creator. I don't think
but I think that's okay because again, what kind of formation implements a number 10? Because if you do 4-3-1-2, who's playing two strikers now? Nobody. 4-4-2 doesn't exist now. So what? 4-2-3-1. Okay, and that is literally the only formation that has a number 10, which is the 4-2-3-1.
Yeah. But I was gonna quickly because I haven't answered the question.
But yeah, sorry.
Actually, when I think of the number 10, like he didn't actually wear the number 10 at AC Milan. He wore it at Brazil, but it's Kaká. When I think of a number 10, it was him. And when we're talking about number 10s, I'm talking about central attacking midfielders. There's like a zone on that pitch where they operate, and it's behind the striker, but it's just above the D of the field.
But it's between the midfielder and the attacker in that central area.
100%. All the attack runs through them. But what even like with Liverpool, right? And we've just got Wirtz. I only want Wirtz. Yes, he can chip in with goals, but I want him to have like 15 to 20 assists a season. That's for me, it's a successful season for Wirtz. I want that from my central attacking midfielder. So when we're talking about people like Yamal, the type of winger that he is, he's more of a creative kind of winger. Because people mix this out-and-out winger to inside forwards. Inside forwards are strikers practically.
Yes. No, it's true. The inside forward is the evolution of the striker. Exactly. They're not wingers. They're the evolution. They're the new strikers. And the striker is the new number 10.
There we go. So that's why we had false lines.
Yes.
Because they were the hybrids of the the striker and the number 10s. But yeah, when we're talking about central attacking midfielders, for me, as a number 10, it was Kaká. No, he was. For me, he was the classic take. Every attack went through him. Simple as.
It's okay. So I don't know. So do you think that football has lost something, not having the classic 10, or do you think that it's actually evolved in now where they're now much more creators now?
Because the thing is that when football wasn't as tactical as it was back in the 90s and 2000s, what you end up getting a lot of is uniqueness of players. So there's different types of number 10s. So you lived in a world where you had Zidane, who was more of a controller, but then you also had Kaká, who's a number 10 that could dribble and carry the ball distances. But then you also had Bergkamp and his interpretation of the number 10 of someone who comes in, doesn't really dribble a lot, but he's got little smart, cute touches around the corner, clever flick passes. And then you've got players like Francesco Totti who do a bit of everything. That's why the number 10 back in the day was the most revered position. You go back to 1999 or 2000, every kid on the street wants to be a number 10 because that was the position where the best player played.
And also, the number 10 doesn't need one of these.
Yeah. The number
they
10
don't need one of these, bro.
that whiteboard or that tablet. That tablet was made for the rest of the team to play around.
They have the PowerPoint slides for the players.
Yep.
Oh no! It's just it. That number 10 doesn't know what an iPad is. They've never seen an iPad before. It doesn't exist.
The whole point of football 20 years ago was we are going to play. We have a great player in the number 10, and our whole system is to make this guy stand out.
Yeah.
So when Riquelme was at Villarreal, everything was around Riquelme. I was watching like a tactical breakdown of Villarreal and Riquelme's career and why it didn't work out at Barcelona, but it worked out at Villarreal. Genuinely, when you watch Riquelme play football, everyone's moving around him. Everyone's making runs off of what he wants. The game is the speed that he wants it to be. The ball's going where he wants it to go. That's what the classical number 10 was, dictating everything. Nowadays, number 10s come into... Number 10s don't get the opportunity to dictate, or they don't get the opportunity to play the ball into different positions. Now, the number 10 has to get goals and has to get assists. Otherwise, they're seen as a waste to the team, which I think personally is wrong. Like, nowadays, number 10s come in two forms. They come in the dribbling type, players like Musiala, Morgan Rogers, players who can carry the ball distances. Or you get the guys who don't move a lot, but they're always spamming passes to try and see if they can unlock the defense. Players like Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes, players like that. Yeah.
Jesus Christ in heaven. We went from Totti, Aymar to De Bruyne and Bruno. God damn.
Yeah.
Hey, chill.
But the reason why Totti and Aymar look so great is because they were playing in an era of football where it's so unique. The number 10 20 years ago was not, you had to be this type of player. It was, are you creative? Cool. You'll play the number 10. That's all the number 10 was. You didn't have, it didn't matter whether you were slow, tall, short.
So would you say from like always, would you say from like 2018, 2019 onwards, Messi was like the classic number 10 in the way that Aymar or Totti was?
I think so. I think Messi. I think so. I'd class him as that. And but the reason I didn't have Messi on my list is because he didn't play the majority of his career number 10 like the rest of the guys. Yeah. But the classical number 10 is gone because ever since Pep Guardiola came into football and played the 4-3-3, teams figured out, hold on, these guys play a 2 in midfield in the 4-2-3-1. If we play a 3 in midfield, we can take away what this guy does. And now, instead of being a creator and doing whatever he wants on the pitch, this number 10 has to come and track back. He has to come and get involved.
And also, like, it's a tactical thing. If we get every player to contribute towards creativity and goal scoring, it's basically your chance of scoring more goals or winning is greater than everything rests on this one in the individual.
You don't live and die by just the one guy.
But Kenny, we will lose out having those special players.
Is Turkey is a classic number 10?
Wait, who?
Turkey.
He's bringing it back, man. He's
He's
bringing it back.
more, I think he's a hybrid. He is a playmaker, but he does look to dribble as well.
Yeah, but I don't even know if he is a 10 or if he's a winger. Like I'm not.
And how is Pepe if we're going to use
not
him?
a winger, boy.
He's definitely more of a 10.
No, but Cherky has a great vision though.
And
he has a great vision for the final passing. You cannot deny that.
Definitely a 10.
He could be a great number 10. And the thing is that when you go back and look at football, the reason why the number 10s are so great is because they were all different. There was not a number 10 like another number 10 in the league. Like, you go look at modern day football, De Bruyne and Fernandes are literally the exact same player in terms of style of play. Obviously, De Bruyne is better than Fernandes.
Yes.
He's less wasteful.
But it's the same idea.
But it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. Right channel, cross, pass, long pass, switch of play, completing through ball the entire match. They are the exact same player. They don't dribble. They're not going to control the game. Their job is to just find that final pass over and over again. Meanwhile, the Premier League wasn't even that great during the 90s. You go back to the Premier League in the 90s, Man United had Cantona, Arsenal had Bergkamp, bro, Southampton had Matt Letizia. I urge anyone on this stream, go watch Matt Letizia.
Oh no, he was that dude, bro. He was
that dude, bro. I have seen him.
But also, we had a boy as well, Zola.
Even Zola as well.
He's a pure entertainer.
Bro, hold up. Middlesbrough had Juninho. Sheffield Wednesday had Benito Carboni de Canio. So Tottenham had Ginola. And he went to Newcastle. So they were guys. I think they had so many personalities, though. That's the thing.
No, and that's the problem. Because football was so unique, it made a way through each team having a special player. Like every team in Europe, in the UCL, in the 2000s, or the in the late 90s, every team had a special number 10 player where everyone was just like, man, he's the guy of the team. And everyone just worked around him. And I think that's a better era of football in terms of a talent pool than it is now. Because nowadays...
Manager is king. The manager is king. The manager is king.
Because nowadays, all the number 10s are the same. Like,
you can't have personality.
Because they're not... Because there's no uniqueness. It's impossible to... revere number 10s and fall in love with the number 10 position, because the whole point of the number 10 position is it's the freedom position on the pitch. But the freedom position on the pitch has a bunch of players who play the exact same way, so it's difficult for me to even like the number 10 now.
So before I go to Hokage then to Hesky, let me just read. So Hamza, I'm not reading that out. I'm not reading that out. So thank you for the door, but there's no way there's no way those words are going to come out of my mouth. Pause. There's no way those words are going to come out. And Lala just means this. That's what Lala means. Do you have this? It's very simple. Do you have this?
Imagine listening to the podcast and then trying to understand. Bro, explain. Use words.
Basically, if you listen to the podcast, I'm putting my hands together like a guy making some nice souffle. Hokage.
That's what you do when you're nuts, right?
Shut up. So Hokage, my thing is that could Wirtz bring back the number 10 in terms of how he plays and the position that he takes up onto the pitch?
The thing is, I think it goes back to the point I made earlier. I just don't think you're ever going to get the classic number 10 again because everyone has to defend. I mean, one of Wirtz's best qualities is him getting back and winning those tackles and getting that. Like, that's one of his best qualities. It's one of Musiala's best qualities. Like, this is for me. Like, these are traits a number 10 has to have, in my opinion. And when I think of the number 10s right now, like, I really only rate 5 at this point. There's only 5 guys I rate: Kopi, Musiala, Wirtz, Arda Güler, and Cherky. These are the only 5 guys.
That's a good 5.
This is the only 5 I'm rating. I mean, De Bruyne's washed. I'm not falling for the Bruno Fernandes stuff. The menu guys keep saying, like, I'm really not falling for it. Like, these are the 5 guys, and I look at Cole. I think Cole tracks back a lot, right? Too, like, he's defending all the time. I know for a fact Musiala is because I'm watching every week. Wirtz does it. Arda Güler, I haven't watched much of Real Madrid lately as he gets more game, but under Xabi Alonso, he's gonna be defending his ass off if he's gonna be the starting.
But let me ask this: so if let's say you were the manager in the modern day, and you had a really special number 10, would you say that you have to track back, or would you say, trap and everything, but stay up that damn pitch. Everybody's going to work hard because I need you to conserve your energy because you are very key to helping us win this game. So rather than wasting your energy trying to now track back, use less energy, stay up top, and we will try and build the team around you.
You're talking about if I was manager modern day right now.
Yes, modern day right now. Would you acquiesce to how things right now where no, everybody has to operate as an entire team? Or no? And this word may trigger people. This is a luxury player. And he's a luxury player because he will help us win this damn game because he's so special. But we're going to treat him as a luxury player.
Before Hokage answers that, who's the best team in the world right now? Forget your team. Forget it. Just forget it.
I say I'm going to say Barcelona, bro.
Okay. Even if you say Barcelona,
but you know what? PSG, Barca,
even if you say Barcelona, it's still the same.
Yeah.
All right. PSG or Barcelona? Cool.
Yeah.
Do you beat those teams? Okay. I'm gonna specify PSG. Do you beat PSG by having a luxury player?
And Sam,
no, because they're already better than you, and they don't have a luxury player.
Exactly. That's the thing.
You just need an autistic number 10 to.
Shut up. Hey, Hokage, what is it?
That was basically going to be my point. Like, if I'm a manager, let's just say I'm manager of Bayern right now, Musiala comes back. I honestly, like, when we're in the league, when it's not the big games, bro, I would honestly be relaxed. Be like, bro, just do whatever you want. Like, have the freedom. It's in those big games when you're looking at a PSG right now, you can't survive without a number 10. You can't survive with a 2-man against that midfield three when they're. I just don't think you can. I really don't think you can because they will overwhelm you. Say this Inter team of this year, the Inter team of this year. You need your number 10 to. If you have a number 10, you need him to be in there because that. Although they got pimp smacked in the final. Those old guys were working hard in the midfield. Those old guys.
Okay. Those old guys, they worked hard to do what? To get pimp smacked 5-0. So what did all of that hard work do for those guys?
You work hard and lose 5.
I was gonna literally say this. Like, even when Chelsea beat PSG, right? And I know it was the FIFA Club World Cup. Cole Palmer was tracking back. He was helping out Gusto in those defensive phases a lot, and this is what how it overwhelmed Nuno Mendes because he was getting double teamed a lot. Pause, but he was two guys who is. That's how they mad.
That's crazy.
Sam, I'm sorry, there's no way to go around. That's crazy.
You're moving like YSK. YSK says pause to everything. YSK says pause to the smallest thing.
No. Okay. So Sam, you're saying that like we're living in a world that based on how teams like PSG and Barca play, you can't have a luxury player.
You can't. When I hear luxury player, for me, it's a player that you can allow to leave on their own.
Yeah, stay up the defend, but you don't have to track back and work as hard and stay up the pitch and try and always be in an attacking position. So once we have a counter, we're trying to give it the ball, and we believe that your skill and your magic can now create a situation for us to now score.
This is the thing. Okay, I was going to ask a question. If it's a thing where you have a peer, and this is the PSG is the perfect example, where you have a PSG team that are all athletic, they all have technical ability, and they defend as a team. If you have a luxury player, you're practically playing 10 men against 11. That you already conceded that. That's not going to help you. So in today's kind of football, where PSG or Barcelona or even Liverpool, where they're defending as a team, they're all rushing at you as a team, you can't afford to have a luxury player.
So basically you're saying that PSG will destroy AC Milan 05. They will destroy.
They will bully them.
Barca 06. They will
bully them.
Interesting.
And also, it's not even the tracking. It's not the tracking back either. Like, just the pressing aspect of it, bro. That they need a press. Like every number, you need to be running up and down the field.
Okay, let's hold it. Peak Milan with Kaka at its peak from 05 to 07. You're saying PSG beat them all day, every day, based on how Kaka is utilized. So, okay, sorry, Kenny.
Ask a question.
Okay, sorry. Barry, your question. I'll go to you, Kenny. Barry, what's your question?
Yeah, but AJ, would you say that nowadays is kind of a risk because they're doing all of that in the hope of you doing what you're supposed to do? But if you don't do what you're actually supposed to do, like being the savior of the team, so like basically you're just effing around, and then you're basically worth nothing because we're doing all this, but then you're not delivering.
No, I'm not. No, it's true, but it's a gamble.
That's what happened to us.
So that's a gamble.
That's exactly what happened to us at Arsenal.
He's not a number 10, but look what happened to Pogba. I think Pogba was a luxury player for me personally. But look what happened.
I reckon Manchester United.
No, for France.
Kenny, what's in Kenny?
Yeah, no, you see, like Pogba, I think for France was not as much as a luxury player per se. I do feel like maybe for United at a certain point he was, but I think like they've said nowadays, if you look at tactically the way managers prepare the game, you cannot allow yourself to even have one luxury player because trust me, the managers nowadays they watch film, they'll see who that weak link is and they will expose him. They will expose that guy. Like they will just expose him.
Hold on, Kenny. I'm gonna go back to this because people are disagreeing this straight. So Kenny,
to be honest, I think when it comes to a luxury player, like he has to be truly exceptional for it to be.
No. But then that's why I say okay. So Kenny, are we saying unequivocally PSG beats that AC Milan team from 05 to 07 with Kaka?
No. They would have a chance, but if we're talking if I'm talking about, especially with today's game, like the type of pressing and counter pressing that team makes.
Bro, that's almost 20 years. Like it's different level, man.
Yeah, it's different. That's what I'm saying. Like if you look at even like the level of running that these guys make nowadays, like the amount of running that you have to be doing on the pitch. Like honestly, Milan, maybe if they defend pretty well and on the counter attack, but like if you're telling me 10 games, I think
Kenny, ask him who wins 1970 Brazil or 2025 PSG.
It's just
you don't want my answer, bro.
Look at the way Liverpool beat AC
it's just
Milan.
like if I'm looking at today's game, I'm sorry, like most of these teams, like a PSG, a Liverpool of today, even a Barcelona, they probably being them. Like the sheer amount of pressing and counter pressing that these guys have to make, like the amount of.
Now you know what, Kenny, call me an old head. I'm going with my.
We don't need to call you.
I'm going with individuals, bro. I also say, that 05 final was a freak game.
No, but
play that game. No. Sam, play that game 10 times. Milan wins.
Hold on.
No. Sam, lie to me. Play that game 10 more times. Milan win 10 times.
I'm totally agree with you. If you play that 10 more times, the amount of quality AC Milan had at that team, it was ridiculous how we still won that game. However,
to be fair, Ancelotti wouldn't be able to defend. So
this is well known. Rafa Benitez made quite a few changes, but the one main change is that he put somebody on Kaka. You think PSG is not going to put somebody on Kaka and absolutely eliminate his game?
And you said you if that player have an exceptional game, you can say that. If Kaka has a 10 out of 10, you know what, Milan have a chance. But we've seen guys, especially like those guys back in it, when you put a player on them, yeah, you can have a great game, but more often than not, if these guys don't even have a blind of a game, like that team is dysfunctional. If Kaka does not have, like the rest of the team is dysfunctional. Like, if you look at most of these teams, like if that number 10
if he has a good game and he gets the better of his man marker, it's a different conversation. Let me bring it AK.
Just imagine this. Imagine that AC Milan team and PSG is on transition against them on a counter-attack against that AC Milan team. Just imagine Hakimi, Nuno, with all those guys rushing at him. Guys aren't tracking back. The counter press isn't there to even disrupt what they're doing on the counter. Like, what? They're getting ripped apart. I'm sorry.
I think football is more complex than that, bro. I think you're disrespecting how good that team was. And also, I think you're disrespecting fans of like, guys were like, okay, so this is what this team are doing. We'll adjust. We'll adjust. We'll study them and we'll adjust. So I just think this assumption that based on just modern football has evolved, we've gotten better, they will completely wash.
Wait.
I
don't think all those guys are adjusting.
At the ball adjustment? Like, what adjustment?
AK.
Yeah, so here's the thing with modern football. When are we doing the rankings, by the way?
Oh no! Like that's but we're just freestyle. We're just freestyling. Go for it. We're just freestyling.
Okay,
Go for it.
Here's the thing, bro. Like modern football, counter pressing, and I just think the number 10. Either you have to track back and defend as part of the team, or you have to be such an intergenerational talent that a team's like, hey, you don't need to do that extra running. And quite simply, like, there hasn't been a player above the system. It's that simple. Like, there hasn't been a player that has proven himself to be greater than the system. And I don't know if there ever will be. In terms of the AC Milan versus PSG 2025 thing, bro, let's be real, bro. Get your old head out of here. Bro, they would beat them, bro. They would beat them. Like, they would beat them comprehensively as well.
Okay, that's
They lost the Didi Haman and Jibril Cisse.
No, it's not
in a freak game, bro. That game
not even that. It's not even that.
Wait,
it's not even that.
Didi? Like, literally?
No, not a freak off, a freak game.
No. Like the guy
it's not even that. It's not even that. It's not even that.
Didi Haman.
First of all,
okay.
First of all, let's not talk about what AC Milan would do on the ball. Let's talk about what they would do off the ball. If you have players just scattered wherever they are, players are not tracking back. PSG attack with 6 players, bro. PSG attack with 3 attackers, 2 fullbacks, and a midfielder. They attack with 6 players.
Oh, okay, so you're saying that
you're outnumbered.
So are you saying that Marquinhos, Pacho, and Beraldo will handle Crespo people?
What?
Wait,
what?
To be fair, Pacho is faster than Jamie Carragher, so
yes. Well, what was your question?
No, I'm saying that like true, but what will Beraldo, Marquinhos, and Pacho do against guys like Crespo, guys like Kaka attacking them?
He wanted to name Shevchenko, but he realized Shevchenko couldn't fire.
Hey, throw the chef in there as well, bro.
Yes, I've watched those teams. I've watched clips. I've actually watched full games of those teams. You overrate the old ages so much, acting like these guys get 10 out of 10s every single game, bro. Like, you overrate those guys so much, bro.
I'm just saying that I refuse to accept that AC Milan team is going to get washed by Vitinha, Ousmane Dembele, and Maradona.
Did that AC Milan team win Serie A this season?
Look, the Serie record was sketchy. It was sketchy.
You're telling me a team that didn't even win Serie A.
They were a cup team.
They were a cup team.
They were a cup team.
You already have Kaká as a luxury player. You have Pelo as well. That is not the best move.
The issue with you, is that the biggest issue here, is that let's forget the game first of all. There was a reason football evolved. Football didn't just evolve because people thought, hey, let's just evolve. Let's just add pressing and counter pressing. Let's just defend with the
Wait, hold on a second. Has football evolved or it's got more boring? Let's have a conversation.
Whatever you want to call it, evolved.
Because everyone does the same thing. It's become boring.
It evolved because people found out this way could work better than that way. It's that simple. People found out at that time if you
so basically you're saying that football has evolved, which is get away all the individuals and personalities and let's just have all these iPad players.
No,
that's the evolution.
It evolved because coaches found out that a functioning, well-structured system could be a team of individuals.
Okay, no.
And that yielded better results.
So basically, get rid of the Teshes, the individuals, the entertainers, and let's just have a whole bunch of straight A students.
The same thing. Maybe in 30 years, football will evolve back to the individuals. Maybe 30 years after that, it will evolve to something else, bro. Like,
football is a team sport at the end of the day. Like,
and plus, you know, if football never had systems, you know, Chelsea would never win a trophy. Like ever.
Exactly.
No. But okay, see, my issue is that can't we have a combo? Yes, it's a team sport, Bro, where are the freaking individuals? Where are the personalities, bro?
We literally saw Hansi Flick's
because literally, all I'm saying is system against system.
What are we talking about? We don't have individuals, bro. What
literally, Hansi Flick. Literally, in Hansi Flick's system, we saw the individual brilliance, man.
We have
what about the duets and
there are outliers out there. Yamal is an outlier. There are outliers.
What are you doing here?
Let's remember, Rodri won Ballon d'Or, so he has to win.
Okay. Let me ask you this: Is PSG an entertaining team?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, you're just trying too hard to.
Bro.
Nah, it's just like.
Oh my god.
No. PSG are an extremely well coached team in terms of coaching and strong.
Bro,
No. That's what I said. PSG are a very
brilliant individual players too. Vitinha, João Neves. What are you doing here?
Yeah, man. Due.
No. Okay, all I'm saying that PSG, in terms of coaching, structure, tactically, they're freaking amazing. I would rather watch Rijkaard's Barcelona than PSG.
Bro, shut up with this stuff. Shut up with this nonsense, bro. I watched Rijkaard's Barcelona. There were a bunch of.
And they were more entertaining.
Stop with the car, man. So you want to be watching Belletti and all these man there?
They were more entertaining to watch than PSG.
Stop with the car, man.
I'm sorry. Hey, look, that's just me.
Drop a bring.
If we're
and also, Heskey, speak on your manager. You know your manager is actually involved in all of this thing of how football is good and everything. You know your manager is continue.
Well, Maresca, is he a disciple of Pep as well?
I can't lie, you overrate these old ass teams so much, man.
But if you're thinking 2015, 2016, it is a better era of football than we got now. And I mean, that is kind of the time you've kind of changed for modern football. Pep has come to Man City. He's messed up the Premier League.
Came with the counter pressing.
Yeah, I mean, I think when Pep defeated Klopp, I think that's when he made him retire from the Premier League. he gave up. The guy gave up. I mean, football is boring to a certain aspect, but then at the end of the day, it might just be the current core players that we have at the moment. They just might not be that good. Maybe they're good. They can play to what their manager's telling them what to do. But I mean, in terms of when we're talking about who's winning the Ballon d'Or, like we don't really have a huge. I mean, it was on Dembele's plate. It was if they had won the Club World Cup, it would have been Dembele. But now
you're still gonna win it.
Treble doesn't mean anything.
No, come on, Dembele, like he's
gonna win it.
Like Club World Cup, like for me, after that UCL, he'd already done it. But that's the key question though, and I'm the guy that preaches about Dembele's great, amazing talent. When you look at that PSG team, is Dembele the superstar of that team? No, he's just a very important function of that team. You see, Totti stood out for Roma. Kaka stood out for AC Milan. Freaking Riquelme stood out for freaking Nigeria. But when you look at PSG, it's a collective. Like PSG's best player, their star player is Luis Enrique. That is their star player.
I mean, but the thing is, with Ballon d'Or as well, part of it is PR. So is your PR good enough? And for me, Yamal has slightly better PR. The only thing
wait, hold on. You're saying that they could give it to Yamal?
This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the guy is 17, 18, right? The guy, that's what
who has dwarfs for his party, but continue. Yeah,
but that's the only thing that goes against him. I mean,
what dwarfs?
Dwarfs are thick.
Yeah, I mean that as well. But I mean, apart from how many other players are we talking about? Oh, this is the best player in the world. Like, I mean, Vinny.
Who else? Still trying to give it to Mbappe.
Come on,
guys are still. No, it's true. No, that's
bracket of football has fallen off. Like,
no. It's
like a Ballon d'Or debate. Like,
if I think about it right now, and it may sound crazy, Yamal is clearly the best football player in the world right now. Like, it's clear, and that's worrying because we're talking about a guy who just turned 18. Yesterday. So if a guy who just turned 18, who in my view is clearly the best player right now, that's a problem.
Yeah, because 10 years ago, he doesn't even sniff the top 10.
Hell no. No. Like, when Messi was 17, 18, 19, you still had Henry, you still had Dino, you still had Kaka.
to get
you still
to
had Zidane. You still had there's tons of guys who they are still saying what's up right now. So outside of Yamal, who are you, bro? Dembele. This is who Yamal is as a football player. He's better.
Yeah,
than
but
that.
when you look at the world today, it's only the youngsters that you're really looking at as the
Vets, Bellingham, what's it called? Esteval coming. Yeah. No, but Asap, that's what is so worrying. So the guys who are 25 to 30, and really, bro, Messi is actually better than most of the 25 to 30 year olds right now, which is scary. So Messi, who's almost approaching 40, is still better than most 25 to 30 year olds.
You're talking
that's
about
the goal, man.
You're talking about extraterrestrial players like Yamal being the best at 17. Obviously, looks bad on guys like Mbappe, Vinicius, and them guys. But we're also talking about like a super a super talent. Like this is not just like, oh look, this is the next up and coming talent. Like we're talking about this guy has all-timer potential, right? So I don't think that's really a knock on those guys. It's just that Lamine is.
I think it is.
No. But Ricardo, no, Ricardo. Compare Ricardo. Compare a Vini, Dembele, and Mbappe to an 05-06 Ronaldinho, Kaká, Zidane, Henry.
Forget 06. You don't even need to go back that far. Go to 2012.
Okay, there's still
he wouldn't be the best player in the world amongst Ribéry, Robben, Cristiano, Messi, Ibra,
Lewandowski.
If you wanna be honest, okay, Messi, Ronaldo, let's get those guys out of the picture because there would be 1 and 2 in any era. Mbappe, this guy's already showed a higher ceiling than Ribéry has. You guys are not ready to have that conversation. Vinicius, let's not act like the 2 years he wasn't going ballistic, like he wasn't genuinely like. We're like, is this guy like Vinny? You guys are like, Vinny was the player to really make people question: is this era gonna be another duopoly with Haaland and Mbappe? Because everybody thought, okay, Mbappe is gonna and Haaland is gonna be the next two guys that are just gonna dominate world football for the next 10 years. No, Vinny came, won 2 Champions Leagues, was a star in both those campaigns, and they're like, oh shit, do we have to include Vinny in this conversation? And then yesterday when they won, last year when they won, some people were having the conversation: is Vinny better than Mbappe? Now this season, obviously, very different conversation, but. Don't act like Vinny, it's like a travesty that was used in that conversation. He was genuinely very good. He was showing up in every single round of a Champions League. Like, bro, the fact that I have to defend a Real Madrid player, like, you guys are just being prisoners of the moment. Like,
but Xavi and Iniesta were in that generation as well. Okay. Ricardo.
Yes, okay, but Ribéry and Robben reached a level that was respectable amongst being in the conversations of the best player in the world once upon a time in 13-14. If you put Mbappe in that era, let's say like Mbappe of like the last 3 years in that era, I'm not saying he's a top 5 player because Messi, Ronaldo exist. You still had Lewandowski, you still had Suarez, Xavi, Iniesta, sure, whatever. I think a big proponent why Lamine Yamal is seen as the best as well is because Neymar, Hazard, Pogba, all these guys didn't decide to have any longevities in their late 20s to early 30s. So there's a massive gap missing. So even if those guys there, I think they would still give those guys the benefit of the doubt that they're better than Lamine because they have so many years backing their performances. Mbappe, Haaland, they have some good years in there. Vinicius as well. But I just don't. When Vinny came out, he wasn't an exception to the rule. Haaland on the basis of goals, but not as a totality of a player. Mbappe, you could say okay, but Mbappe, if we're being honest, like he what makes him incredible, other than his blistering speed, is his him being so lethal in front of net. I think Lamine Yamal, you can't essentially compare. He's not a fair comparison because of the level of talent he has shown. We're talking about Pele level talent, Messi level talent. This is not just any other talent every 10 years. This is like a generational level talent.
No, I agree. I think it's the two things have come together: a generational talent combined with a generation that has underperformed what it has therefore come together for Yamal to be the best player in the world. To be the best player in the world at any time period, you still got to be a great player, and he is already a great player at 17 years of age, which is crazy. But my point is that if a generation is doing their job, a 17, 18-year-old shouldn't be the best player of the world.
By so far. So even if he's special, the degree to how much better he's than everyone else is what's disconcerting. So even if he's old, as we said, this is the best thing I've seen since Pele. A generation that's still saying what's like, oh, we know that this guy is in the consensus one of the best, but by how far he's better than everyone else, it's still an indictment on how things have fallen in terms of individual talents.
And also, when Ricardo was talking about those players, Ricardo, it's only 3 players that we were talking about. Vinny, what's it called, Haaland, and what was the other name? Mbappe. That's it. That's really it for that generation. Anything else is maybe Bennett.
And you could name about 5, 6, 7, at least 5, 6, 7 guys competing from back in the day.
If you want to do that too, like if we're talking about back in the, let's talk about 2010s. Messi and Ronaldo were head and shoulders above everybody, right? Like that. Like some years you had Suarez dip in there. Some years you had Xavi dip in there. Some years you had.
Were they head and shoulders over Neymar?
Well, I was gonna get to that, but I'm talking about the totality of their careers, like their longevity and their level of prime was so far ahead. That's what I'm saying. Certain players dipped in out of that top 3. That's what I said. Suarez, Lewandowski, Xavi, Iniesta, Neymar. Those guys were sometimes in there, and then they were switched out by another player. Like the players of today, like even for what's her name, Neymar, Hazard, Pogba, hell, even maybe Dybala should have been there, James should have been there. Like those guys were, if you really put into perspective, the reason why a lot of people deem those guys as failures, other than the fact that we expected them to do more, a lot of our expectation is based on the fact of how long Messi and Ronaldo did it as well. We thought Messi and Ronaldo were breaking new norms. We're like, okay, if you want to be an all-time great, if you want to be the best player in the world, you have to do it as long as these guys. But those guys were just anomalies. Like Neymar, for as long as he played, if Messi and Ronaldo didn't exist, I think it'd be pretty unanimous that he'd be the best player in the world. Suarez at times would have been the best player in the world. Hazard may have had a shout in 18, 19 as the best player in the world. But it's just that those guys existing made it seem like the 2-3 years those guys were at the absolute peak of their powers. It made it seem like not irrelevant, but it didn't seem like but it's not Messi and Ronaldo. So I think for Mbappe and Haaland, like it's a bit tricky because Haaland's weird because you're gonna judge him based on the output he scores, and because he even had injury-ridden seasons, but he's still scoring like 40, 50 goals. It's still pretty fucking insane. Mbappe, like, bro. It's just that he's living in the shadow of Messi and Ronaldo. That's literally why. Because if you remove Messi and Ronaldo, Mbappe in himself, the numbers he's putting up, bro, it's absurd.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't remove Messi and Ronaldo. The reality is they existed 2015.
Yeah, but that's not a realistic bar to hold them to.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
it would be the best player in any era. Messi
I think Haaland has a fair excuse because Haaland really and truly only came into the first team Ballon d'Or conversations when he joined City in 2023. Genuinely, I don't think Mbappe has an excuse of why he's not been near best player in the world conversations. At all. I don't think there's an excuse for Mbappe. Mbappe came on the scene 2017. Messi and Ronaldo tailed off in 2020. Like post 2020, Messi and Ronaldo have not been the unstoppable monsters that people are talking about.
The fact that Vinicius was like in contention to win it before him, and Dembele now is in contention to win. That's a bad.
I don't know. I think from like I don't know what has happened with them, because again, Mbappe, this should be Mbappe's era because you're seeing Messi and Cristiano getting older. This should be your era.
But what is your point?
And Yamal has now sort of now been. Let's see how people are talking about Yamal now is how people should be talking about Mbappe. Where this is football's crowning jewel.
But what is your point exactly on like this?
Oh no. It's just about how different generations. Because again, I went back to how you have a guy like Yamal who is 17, 18, and how can a teenager be so clearly the best player right now? And that's because they're less individuals.
And
I think
that.
AK and then Sam. AK.
Yeah, I think the thing with individuals is in a type of football where it's very much about the system, but you're gonna get the way I look at it is the great individuals are gone, but I also think in the 90s you had a lot of bad players.
Oh, 100%. No. But okay, you said it though. Because we're living in a world where the systems are so much well developed and there's so much data right now, there is no space for individuals. So you can't name 7 individuals because these great teams that would have the great players don't have those individuals because the whole thing is about you are a slave to the system. That's what you are. You can't be a luxury player.
The thing is, like, I agree with you being slave to the system, but I also think like the system eliminates players who don't do certain things. So I think the player quality of like terrible teams is much better now compared to back then. Like, you can say like a mid-table team in the 90s is worse than a mid-table team right now.
Yeah. You can say that, yeah.
But at the same time, the exceptional players are gone. And I think the issue is, HH, football at its core will be a team sport. And it will always be, how can the team win? How can the team win? And I think managers like Pep, like Enrique, even like Mourinho have said, bro, the only way I can win is I have to almost build a team ethos. And then the individuals in that team at points will save me. But my victory will be due to a team ethos. And I don't think that's going to change. I think the way I see it is every player on the pitch has to be part of a team ethos. But you have to provide something as well that puts you on a different level individually. I think you have to find a way for both of them to coexist, because just a guy who just does things individually, he's not going to survive in this era. Because if this guy's doing completely something to what I believe in the team ethos, like, there's no point of me playing him. I think the challenge for players is going to be, how can I fit in with the team ethos, but also provide something for myself? And that's why I don't understand why you don't rate Kevin De Bruyne, bro. Like, bro, this guy, as much as he was part of a great Pep Man City team, I can't count the amount of times Pep, a guy who's so rigid in his play, so much cares about team ethos, I can't count the amount of times this guy said, give it to De Bruyne, do something to win me the game.
Oh, no. Okay, that's true, but is Kevin De Bruyne a player that you want to watch? A player that entertains you? As I want to stop that and I watch one Man City because I want to just see how Kevin De Bruyne plays. You're not watching for Kevin De Bruyne to play. He's not a guy that's there to entertain you.
The thing is, and I think I might have been wrong going at you here, but I think, I was. I'm sorry for that. But I think it's everybody will see entertainment. Entertainment is in the eyes of the beholder.
Yes,
like,
true.
You don't think Kevin De Bruyne is interesting. I think, bro, watching Kevin De Bruyne carry the ball past 2 people and put an inch-perfect pass into the corridor for Haaland, watching those Kevin De Bruyne crosses, watching Kevin De Bruyne just breeze past people, like, bro, watching those Kevin De Bruyne long shots with both feet, bro, that's so entertaining for me to watch. But again, for you, it's a difference of opinion. I think entertainment is really in the eyes of the beholder, because I know people who are like, bro, my favorite player to watch is Vinicius. For me, Vinicius is entertaining, but he's not the most entertaining. Some people, their favorite player to watch is Mbappe because they love that pace, that finishing. Like, I think the problem with football fans today is they really look at this type of players entertaining, this type of players not. At the end of the day, like, there are a lot of people who find N'Golo Kante entertaining.
Hey, shots by guy, man.
There's a lot of people who find that type of style entertaining. And I think that's very, like, it's very, like, you can't really say what is entertainment or what isn't. And I think I do agree that they're not quality individuals, but I think those individuals will come. And I think this sort of systemized football that we're seeing will lead the players that have grown up, yes, with the system, but also the idea that whenever the system is gone, I can do something on my own. Because I think Fabregas was talking about it as well. Like, yes, I can provide you a system, but the game brought you into a different path. How are you going to adapt yourself to what way the game is bringing you into? I think that's the type of players we're now seeing with like your Lamine Yamal. He can play in the system, but when the system goes to shit, he can also win his team games.
I mean, when you look at it, let's be absolutely frank about this. In the 90s, early 2000s, you had more of your superstars. Now in today's game, you've got more athletes. If you're just going to break it down like that.
Yes.
The athletes, because of the system, how you fit the system, how the system works, how you beat a team based on their strengths and weaknesses. So you're going to get more. And you also, and again, I know we've said this before, this is a generation thing. When you have watched from yesteryear, the teams, the games, the players before, and now you're comparing it to today, you can see there is a big difference. There is a massive difference. Again, as HH keeps on saying, the manager is the superstar. I do agree. You will have a lot.
There's no space for freedom of expression. Exactly. It's the manager's way or the higher way.
Like, to see somebody, and I keep on saying this guy because he's the best example, to see somebody like a Pogba who should be, he would have thrived in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Cooked, yeah.
But he was coming into an era where it was actually transitioning from now superstars to systems where I actually saw Pogba as a luxury player now. Where somebody like, for me as a Liverpool fan, when we were playing Man United, I actually wanted Pogba to be in the team because for the system that we play, we will bully him off the ball. Which is weird for me to say because I actually like Pogba as a player. But then again, when you look at the players today, and I remember I was having a conversation with my friend, and we were thinking about it, and we were talking about strikers in the world, who Liverpool can get, who other teams can get. And we said, are there any really quality strikers in the world right now? Name the quality strikers in the world right now. Name the quality right wingers in the world right now. Name the quality left wingers in the world right now. Let's be absolutely honest with ourselves. The pool of players right now is quite crap.
I think the most shocking thing is a striker. Like back in the day, there were strikers from up to bottom and everything. The fact that it's hard, Sam, you can't name me 5 elite strikers right now. Elite.
Bro,
no, they don't exist.
About one of the best strikers in the world.
Nico Jackson.
I'm sorry,
Nico
I
Jackson,
did not
elite.
grow up on a Bucharest. I did not grow up on a Bucharest.
No. And that is like the top tier premium thing is Gyökeres, and this guy would be selling fruits in the 90s or the 2000s.
And this is no slight on him.
No,
but it's just now when you look at the system, what the system needs in each and different team. Gyökeres is now one of the best strikers in the world. But I'm sorry, he's not the type of striker that I grew up on. Even people like, let's just say, do you remember Mishu?
Oh yeah,
Mishu will cook.
which one would cook? Oh no. But the boss even said it. Defoe would be one of the best strikers in the league.
No, exactly.
Jermaine Defoe would be easily one of the best strikers in the league. Easily. And Defoe was like seen as like a pretty good striker. Defoe would be one of the best strikers in the world in today's world. 100%.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna name the top guys in the last 50 years, but guys like Haaland and Kane alone are better than 90% of the strikers you guys are referring to. You guys are not ready for that combo.
But you've named 2 players. What's the
No, but I'm not even talking about like Lewandowski, Suarez, and Benzema. I'm just thinking in the last 15 years, like I don't think Kane and Haaland are number 1, 2, or 3 in the last 15 years. But I'm saying past 15 years, Haaland and Kane are better than 90% of the strikers you guys are referring to.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, scoring
Solo
goals is
can
a
be an
skill.
underrated
Scoring
shout.
goals is a skill. So I mean, if
Hold
you're
on, I'm not
scoring,
gonna
if you're
argue with
banging
that.
in goals any generation, it's really hard to say. Oh, the players that you had back then, now they'll be scoring a lot of goals more than someone like a Haaland. I
Bro,
mean,
I'm telling you right now, Haaland, his goal scoring ability is a historic level talent. Like I'm sorry, the guy likes like
It's true. I don't know about Kane, but Haaland is a special goal scoring talent. Like, he's a brick of a player, 100%. He fails the eye test. But in terms of just pure goal scoring, Haaland in any era would be special. That I agree. Yeah.
But to prove my point, it's only 2 players that you were talking
Bro,
about.
HH called Osimhen a top 5 striker, but that tells you.
no, but what I'm saying,
I was just
what I'm
vibing.
saying is that like, okay, if we go back to past 10, 15 years, okay, you have your R9s, you have Romario, who are like exceptional, right? The same way I say Suarez and Lewandowski are exceptional, but the gap between your R9s and your Romarios, who would you say were the best strikers after that?
Bro, you have Batistuta, you have George Weah, you have Oliver Bierhoff, then you have Shevchenko coming through.
Okay,
you have Christian Vieri.
Okay,
well, obviously
so
Van Basten was early 90s.
Yeah, okay, so okay, I'll put Van Basten even.
Rovino could be your shout.
I would put Van Basten in the same category as R9 and Romario. Okay, I want to forget about those guys because those guys are like extraterrestrial, the same way Suarez and Lewandowski were, right? But the guys after, like the second tier, that's what I'm saying. That like Haaland is gonna be first tier when it's said and done. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But for right now, Haaland, Kane, we'll put Benzema in there. Although Benzema was more for his overall play. If you compare the strikers of the guys I've just listed, I'm sorry, but those guys, Benzema, Harry Kane, Haaland, they are better strikers than the ones you've listed.
No, Ricardo,
numbers do not lie.
It's not even them. Like
No. Context. Numbers in an era where no one knows how to defend.
Oh my god.
In a trash defending era.
Why do you keep doing this, man? No, Ricardo.
I'm sorry, the truth hurts.
It is Kane them defenders.
I can't but they were better.
Not even like
did every team have a? Apparently every team had a Baresi in it. Every team had a Baresi.
Shut the hell up, man! Jesus Christ, AK.
Ricardo, it's not even like your Lewandowski, Kane's, Haaland, and all those guys. Imagine Zlatan played in the 90s. They would be worshipping him like he did witchcraft. If Zlatan,
the guy that made the use of final with
Osimhen might be the goal he did in the 90s.
That same guy.
R9 has less UCL goals than PK, and you still rep him.
Who's a better goal?
Did Arden play on the teams that were as good as Zlatan played for? Don't even dead try that.
Why is this guy acting like R9 didn't play in Barcelona, Real Madrid, AC Milan, and Inter Milan?
Compare the teams and the players that
okay,
R9
but if
had
R9
before
was
the
so much
grenade
a better,
to Zlatan.
if R9 was so much a better player than Zlatan, why is there a difference then?
No.
You should have made up the gap, right?
No, so you saw that. You saw what Benzema did with that Real Madrid in 22, right? Why from R9?
That's Juju doesn't count. Juju doesn't count. Kenny, Juju doesn't count. That doesn't count.
R9 was so good. Why can you do that?
Okay, I want to ask you something. The guys you grew up watching, right?
Yes, sir.
Outside of Van Basten, R9, and Romario, which one of those strikers are better than Haaland and Kane?
Patrick and Boma.
Wait, so outside of those
three that I said from you,
I'm taking Batistuta over Kane. No, I've already said that Haaland is special in any era.
Okay, but let's keep him in there. Who's a better goal scorer than Haaland?
No, but I've already said that Haaland is unique. Let me take Kane because I've already admitted Haaland is Is he better
than Batistuta?
Oh yeah, as a goal scorer, yes. Haaland, yes. Okay.
What about
but I'm taking Batistuta over Kane.
So Kane is not a better striker. He's not a better striker.
No, AJ. What about
okay. I'm taking Batistuta over Kane.
Talking about, we might as well bring in Shearer then.
I'm taking Shearer over Kane.
Phenom.
I'm taking Shearer over Kane. You see, Haaland, I give you, Haaland is special. Although
is Batistuta better than Zlatan, HH?
As a striker.
Nah, you talk about Tesh, Salini.
No. So that's what I'm just saying. Footballer or striker? Those are two different things. No, because if it's about football, get Haaland the hell out of here, bro.
No.
Get Haaland the hell out of here.
No, I'm talking about Batistito and Zlatan.
Number 9s back in the day were more one-dimensional.
The goals you scored.
Yeah,
right? That's what striker.
But strikers back in the
but
day were more one-dimensional too. So
yeah,
like,
but if
Haaland
you're
would fit
talking
right
about,
in.
if you had Alan
He's an
Shearer
exception to the
today,
rule.
if you had Alan Shearer playing for Man City, I mean, there's a debate there. You could say,
But you see, guys always say like if he played. Like, I hate
but this
when
is what we're
guys do
talking
that.
about. This is what we're saying. We're comparing errors.
Because Haaland at Dortmund, Haaland at Salzburg, we saw the same shit.
Haaland is breaking Messi's 91 goals in the calendar year.
No, Belgium has. Haaland on every single team has average ridiculous number. It's not just Man City.
Wait, hold on, Heskey. Wait a second, Heskey.
What I'm saying is a very difficult thing to say. I mean, at the end of the day, you're there to score goals. Shearer, who did he play for? He was playing for Newcastle. He didn't play
and he won the league with Blackburn.
He wasn't playing for a top team. Like Newcastle weren't winning the Champions League. They weren't in the Champions League. So, I mean, you're talking about a player that put up that numbers, right? Now, you can say the level of the league is not as good as it is now. But when you're talking about, we're talking about 2025, we're talking about the strikers that are playing right now. We're not. I'm not talking about the players from like 7-8 years ago. I reckon 7-8 years ago, players 7-8 years ago are clear the players that are playing right now, in my opinion. So, but it's very difficult in terms of a goal scorer. You're there to be a goal scorer, but people play for different teams. I mean, you could argue if someone was playing for Barcelona as opposed to Liverpool, would they score more goals? It's a really
because you have better players around you. Wait, hold on. Let me bring this to Debinski's man. So shout out to Henri. Nektike AK ek TikTok will be a flop. Hashtag Bundesliga. Sam, do you have a response to this, Sam?
It sounded like he was trying to convince himself instead of trying to convince us.
Just as a context, Sam, that's English Talent FC, and he's a United fan.
Yeah, it is. Shouts on Enrique. And Kaksuso AK Gatsuso got Didi hammered in 05, 3-0 up. Nostalgia bias is crazy. None of these alcoholics have brains to play under a coach. Hashtag vibes era. Well,
okay,
that's your viewpoint and everything. And that
was he's just an Italian guy. If we're being honest.
Players back then could have got away with class A drugs, drinking, and everything. Today you can't get away with
bro. And also this is why Maradona's good. Maradona would sniff cocaine, detox, and ball out for Napoli in Serie. That's what a goat does, and that's why he's the goat. Do you know what it means to sniff cocaine, detox? Sniff some Costa Rica, detox, and ball out and have a man of the match performance for freaking Napoli.
To be fair, you could argue the fact that the fact that he could do that just shows you how ass his opposition was.
Nah, based on that logic as well, bro. Jimmy Johns is the greatest player ever because he used to fight a war and then play in the night, bro.
No, but did he sniff coke?
Did he sniff coke? Fight a war.
No, you are telling us that
my goat sniffs coke and still balled out.
Fights wars. There you go.
Hang on, there was a player called Jimmy Jones.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to Henry. Imagine if these so-called legends had social media on the asset like today. Pogba is no different to Zidane, but one was micro-analyzed and one. See, why do we keep rewriting, guys? Zidane was that dude, bro. I'm sorry. You're not going to rewrite Zidane's history. You're simply not. Zidane is one of the greatest players of all time.
Yeah, he lost.
He's just
okay. And I'm putting Zidane over Messi. I don't care what anyone says. I'm putting Zidane over Messi. That's just
correct.
So,
now you are literally sniffing coke.
I'm speaking facts. Okay. What Zidane did, I've not seen any other player do. So Sergey, if he was called Canino, he'd be more.
This is what I'm saying. Because this comment gets me annoying.
What was the idiot?
You know what's funny? That actually would be true.
But the funny thing is that it is actually. He was doing this. I think just if it's a Canino, man, the guy's baller, man. Shout out to Audrey. Fats 9 Stinker versus United in 97 or Lakaka versus Croatia. Yeah, shut up, bro. My guy still has a damn World Cup, bro. We also got Omo. Talk to me, bro. What are you saying? Are players better before than they are right now? Is football now washed? Athletes, iPad players.
Jesus Christ. Well, the thing is with
You're
football,
definitely smoking coke.
Wait,
I'm
me or
not
him?
smoking coke. Sorry. I'm on continue.
Sorry, as I was saying, the thing is with sport in general, whether it's basketball, boxing, football, the technology will advance as time goes on. But the thing is with football, I think the overall talent pool
There's no
has
player today that better than Penny Hardaway, by the way. But continue.
Oh my God, man.
That's a comfort.
You're just a nostalgia merchant, man. You're nothing but a nostalgia merchant.
Steph Curry hype. Okay, continue.
Penny Hardaway, you know.
Continue.
Actually, name like a decent player.
Tracy McGrady.
Charles Barkley. Anyway.
Jesus.
Wait, did you say
I'll
Charles
continue.
Barkley? Drop the brick.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I know this is a football thing, but I have to do. This is playing the game, not talking and cracking jokes on inside the NBA, bro. Continue, bro.
Anyway, back to football. I think mostly in the field of the what's it called? God, Jesus Christ.
Football.
Wait, what the hell?
Wait, are you alright?
Hello. Are you good?
Omar, you alright, bro?
Whoa.
Oh dear.
Oh wow. Hold on. Hopefully you're alright, bro. Let's hope
Hopefully this ain't the first death in a hangout, bro.
Yeah, okay, Barrett. Let's do that.
Somebody's having a drop like that.
HH caught a body.
No, Omar, hopefully you're alright. Omar, are you good?
Yeah, man.
It ain't looking good.
All right. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay, but I think he's still on mute. I think he's still on mute. Because I think he'll recover. Hopefully he's mute. But I'll check up on him afterwards. On him afterwards, man.
Yeah, man. Hopefully King Von ain't catch him.
Yeah, man. What's it called? So what's it called? So Heskey, you're still saying that football was better before or better now? Or are you happy to see how football has evolved with your master Arteta?
We're doing this again?
No, obviously, the game is a lot more over-analyzed now. Obviously, things have gone digital. Everything is just, micromanaged and everything. It's obviously not as exciting. It's not as interesting. I think a lot of players, they go to teams and they get stifled. I think one of the reasons Cole Palmer was able to leave Man City because, yeah, he wouldn't get a sniff at. He wouldn't get a sniff in Guardiola's team. But it's allowed him to flourish. Hopefully things change over the next couple of years. But I can't say it's not good. When I talk about contenders for Ballon d'Or or Player of the Year, it's not crowded. That's what I'm saying. It's not crowded. And Rodri winning is an indictment of how good
bro. That shit was wild, bro. No, but I still think Dembele's going to hopefully get that Ballon d'Or and everything, bro. But look, let's roll that. So again, Omar, are you good? Because I'm the Omar. Hopefully good. Omar, are you there? Are you good?
I'm alive.
Hey, okay, good. Because I wasn't going to go. So why? So you're just coughing? Because I was not going to leave until you know you were good. So you're all good, bro.
Bro, guys were saying rest in peace in the chat, man. It was
bro. Look, that's what bro. That's what I was like, what the hell?
I'm gonna go Ronaldinho. I'm gonna go Ronaldinho.
All right, guys. One love, peace out.